and everybody can see everything. And as I move over, I would like to introduce you all to the colored rendition of the map.
Ooh-wee.
They take a
Sound less
second for everyone to
sarcastic.
load.
That's pretty.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go.
All separated on everything.
Ooh.
Very nice.
This was all done by hand entirely.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh,
Yay.
look at my
Digitally, by hand.
tiny little room. Aren't I cute?
Oh, you took away my window.
No, it's still there.
There are windows.
No, the one on the left side of the yeah, there was one on every side.
Some rooms had to have been changed a little bit.
No worries.
Nemu's turret. Yes, we love
What
it.
is that? Is that a bookshelf?
Those are shelves, yes.
Ew.
Are
Oh, look at
these
my
things?
little bathtub.
These things here are shelves. You've got the fireplaces, stairs, the bathrooms, or the current bathrooms, as well as all of the balconies. Everything's labeled.
This is sick.
So I hope you all
Yes.
like it.
I
Neat.
love
Looks
it.
phenomenal.
Oh, great.
I
So
tried
this
to
is a-
Bravo.
Okay, so this is a fireplace.
I tried to go. Yes, that is a fireplace.
Yeah. Okay.
I tried to go for a
Where-
more watercolor aesthetic. As you can see, the ground floor has a green and brown section meant to signify you're on the ground floor. The cellar has
Yeah.
a darker color to signify under the ground, and the rest have blue to signify above the ground. So you can at a
Very
glance
nice.
know where your character is in relation to the ground.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Alright.
so
I
this
like
is
it.
where you guys will be transferring over to soon enough. As you guys make changes to the tavern or to the manor, I do have the ability to edit this. So I will make edited
Ooh.
versions based on what you guys decide to add or change or remove.
That means visual changes.
And
Reflected.
doors.
I have yeah. I want to know what it'll cost to put in a door over here, 'cause that's the first change I want to make.
A door in the ground floor, so it's faster to get through to the stairs.
That
Oh.
would be good too.
Well, that would be in the patrons' view, though.
Oh, you're talking about on the second floor then. The
I
door.
mean, we could
direct
No, I
always
was
door.
have
talking
a
about my
key.
room between
Yeah.
the door and the bedroom and the bathroom.
Just knock out a wall. Also, you got to put a bathroom in your bathroom. So
That's true.
But
Right
for
now I'm
the
just
like
shitting in a bucket.
door downstairs to the stairs, about worrying about patrons, all we have to do is have a lock on it, and we all just, the people that live there, have a key.
all sorts of things can be done.
Just
mean,
be aware of the
door
costs
is
of
okay.
doing things, because creating keys is going to cost money. Creating locks is
gonna-
going to cost money.
Oh
We're gonna
yeah.
pay the
Mm.
guilds.
Yeah, we gotta go suck that guild penis.
Mercantilism, the best kind of economy.
But anyway, yes, this is what has been created so far.
Awesome.
What is this?
That's the bathrooms.
Okay.
Those are toilets.
Our nasty bathtubs.
And then you've got the two tubs in the two bathrooms that were set up. But yeah, so with that, we are going to bring everybody back over
Back
to
to
the,
the old
map
version.
Oh,
for now.
The EU
as-
stinky
before
version.
I get to doing things with the colored version. But yeah, so you all, just to recap, everyone had a long rest. Kesnia had gone out and gathered some information regarding the tavern. The morning kind of ticks by. It's about mid-morning when the rest of you begin to wake up.
I will start. I want to check my gross green wound area. Is it getting worse?
It has not
Spreading.
spread, but
Okay.
it is getting a more vibrant green.
Okay, I don't like that. I need to see a doctor.
Yeah, you do.
Yavari is actually already awake. She's been sleeping on and off throughout the night, and she notices that Fenzeris is awake and looks over. Did you sleep okay?
Mm. Just a
Sorry.
grunt. No other acknowledgement.
And the green shit?
Points at it. I don't know.
Okay, Yavari goes over and takes a look at it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely still there.
Boy, you.
We should take care of that today.
What's everyone else doing?
Maybe
Where
smash the
is
sleep room.
What's up, Ashley?
where's Ben's room?
Second
Where the
floor.
hell are you?
Alright, I just got
Or
back
third
from
floor.
Canada.
Third floor
Oh,
south.
third floor. Okay, hold on.
I'm doing a Nuzlocke.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, which game?
Having fun with that Nuzlocke over there.
I'm pretty sure I don't know which one he's doing. Sorry, hold on. Let me mute.
Black and white, diamond, pearl, platinum, emerald. Emerald's tough. One of the toughest.
He's doing Emerald. Okay.
Yeah. I love emerald. All right. Anyway, sorry about that.
Okay, I'm going to make Finn is going to make his way to
Kendrick.
Horns' room and go in to
Which I realized I was really
check on
trying to
his
get that
green
new game.
wound.
Because it doesn't actually
Wait,
learn
I
any
thought-
items. And I'll have to TM train it for
I
everything.
can't find them, so we're just gonna say that I
Oh
go
yeah.
there.
Where are you going?
To Fenn's room.
Down
To
here.
Fen and oh
Or you could go over here. This is also a door.
wait.
If you can actually fit through the hallway.
Listen. My dog is
That's
beefy.
Nico,
that's not a size thing. The grid is fucked up on this floor.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
Alright. But yes, we will say that I go because while in my astral trance, I learned a bit about medicine, so I would like to maybe check his wound.
Okay, go ahead
With
and
my
roll
newfound-
medicine then.
My newfound information.
Forewarning, I don't
don't know
really
shit.
remember what happened at the end of last session because I was so fucking high. So bear
That's
with
fair.
me.
With the back pain.
Yeah, I literally I reclined my chair at the end of that session and was just listening to you guys. But I'm not sure what the order of events. I remember what happened. The order of it is a little off.
Well, luckily Nemo was asleep for most of it.
Yeah, I had him to where he was asleep because I could not play.
Do you want me to recount? Because I can recount.
I'm assuming because my brain thought the water problem we had happened. Okay.
I'll
I
just
think I know.
recount it
No,
for you.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Fine.
no.
So,
Anyways,
Finn,
what is Findrel doing?
Findrel's inspecting you.
Ugh.
So yeah, as the small elf twink,
This elf, this small elf is the tallest elf in the party.
Yeah.
They small are small
Small
compared
in
to you.
comparison, though.
Then might as well
Listen,
say
you're-
everything's small.
You're taller than me, it's fine.
But
You're a big man.
as you look at the green marks, you notice the wounds from the Ericok Grove from the fighting pit seem to be closing up.
Okay.
You don't seem to notice anything super abnormal about them. However, the green is definitely getting more vibrant, but doesn't seem to have spread.
Okay.
So it just hasn't like
And
reached any further areas.
Is it just like surface level? It's not like in the wound, it's just kind of maybe like around it?
It's definitely coming from the wound, but it has not
Okay.
spread any further than it was when you guys first noticed it.
Okay.
HIVs.
I mean, I really
Okay.
didn't want to go to the STD side of things, but if that's where y'all are pointing, I'll just do it.
No, just me. It's completely me. I won't rope anyone else into this. It's completely me.
We can ruin Yavari's conquest right here and now.
What?
No, it's me. It's me. Don't mind me. I'm just being an asshole.
He's got avian
Anyway.
gonorrhea, no biggie.
Do you know what this is?
Tell me.
Tell
I
me.
don't think I do.
Tell me.
I can just tell it hasn't spread. Are you in any discomfort? Are you in any pain?
Well, let's see. I poke it.
Roll me a Constitution check.
Oh boy. Check, not saving.
Just a check. You don't feel a whole lot of pain. It definitely feels like pressure, but not super painful.
Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel bad.
Hmm.
Is it squishy?
Is it ew?
It definitely feels. It doesn't sound squishy, but it feels squishy.
It is soft.
Hmm. Well, the good news is it hasn't spread. So I don't think you're gonna lose your. Where is this at on him?
His right side, right above his waist.
So okay, so below the ribs then.
Yeah.
Okay. Right side? Oh no, that's where the liver is. But I'm a cow. How many livers do I have?
I don't know.
I don't know the
I'm
anatomy
a cow.
of the
How many
goddamn
livers
Minotaur.
do I have?
You said
know I
it.
got
You said
4
he's a
stomachs.
cow.
I mean, is that the do
I'm of the bovid persuasion.
Bovid. Bovine.
No, because bovid
Bovine.
is the class above bovine. Bovine's the species. So like a goat is part of a bovid, is a bovid, but it is not a
Okay.
bovine. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
God, I'm learning so much about bovids.
Taxonomy. It's fun.
Great. Yeah, that's all I got for you. So
You know how we were super hyped about King Kenta?
Maybe we could find somebody who knows.
You remember what I told you earlier? How stone evolutions are fucking worthless because they don't learn anything.
You want to hear
Sorry.
what evolutions are fucking useless?
Useless rock types. Ugh.
And our guest star tonight is.
oh, sorry.
Oh my lord.
Anyways,
It's the crossover stream you never wanted.
I'm probably gonna be muted a lot of this game.
Fair enough.
Ivari's gonna look at Finn and Fenzeris. So should we go see a healer or some shit?
might as well.
First things first, I fucking need a cup of coffee.
You think have coffee in this world?
Potentially.
Coffee adjacent, whatever.
Yeah.
You need a tea.
Tea?
Tea.
Or perhaps a chai?
Chai.
All right, let's all just saunter on out of here and move on. Oh, there you two. Seeing Basil and Nemu.
The big man lives. He did not pass away in the night. How is your wound?
Fine.
I think he's a liar.
I think you like being stabbed.
friends. You know what? Fair.
What are we doing today?
I don't know. We should probably get to breakfast. It's breakfast time. Dang it, I can't press it.
Breakfast sounds good.
Actually, no, there's.
On the ground floor, knowing approximately where Dick is, I'm gonna knock on the wall to my right. Really hard, really loudly.
You knock, but there's no response.
Dick! I don't think he's here.
Oh.
Actually,
And ground floor.
Basil's gonna look through the pantry to see if there's like anything.
Nima's
need a
just
door
gonna
here.
go. Oh man, I can't
Roll
stand on
me-
tables.
Roll me an investigation.
Oh, good. Okay.
Let's see what you find.
Oh, there you are.
You managed to
Here I
find
am.
like 1 or 2 cans of what appear to be some form of edible sludge. Maybe like
Gross.
porridge or something, but you're not entirely certain what it is. The labels have long since decayed.
Ew.
Okay. So, I found this. There doesn't seem to be much else. I don't know if it's edible though. The label is oof.
And she like reaches up on her tiptoes and puts the cans on the counter.
Out of character, Don. How did
Mhm.
you flip your avatar on the fly like that?
Oh,
Did
if you go to the little settings wheel,
Oh, you manually do it through there?
yeah, under appearance, I just click horizontally.
Oh, I see. That's. I wish there was like a shortcut way to do that. That'd be
It
nice.
would be nice.
Okay, I was just curious. I was like, oh, you can just do that on the fly. That's awesome. Anyways, sorry to
Nope.
interrupt. Anyways, sludge, no label, very gross.
Ew.
This is all I found in the pantry.
Liff wouldn't happen to be a magic cook, would he?
I don't know.
I take notice of Finn's appearance and say, "Oh, you're looking a shade greener there today, biggin."
Looks down out my side, says nothing, but gives a little snort.
I guess Kesnia would be coming back about this time. Walks in.
Where
Hey,
the
guys.
bloody hell have you been?
Well, I have been all over town. I come and I put down a stack of papers onto the bar. A pretty big stack. So I asked around some friends of mine and found out that there's a lot that goes into running one of these places. And I've got it all written down right here. Which guilds to go to and how much everything's going to cost. This is going to be quite the expenditure. I totaled it up though. It's about 1,000 gold to renovate. And then we have to pay 450 gold in guild licenses and contracts before we can be up and running.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, there's a lot of gold.
Damn.
Well,
I was thinking about writing Mr. Neverember and seeing if he wouldn't mind donating to our cause, since we did save his butt and he didn't pay us or anything.
You know where we can find him?
I know that he's a nobleman, but I have no idea where he's at.
mean, I guess we could go and ask around in the noble area place.
Out of character, would there be like some sort of messengers that like go and deliver messages to certain people of importance? Like a
Are there
mailman?
mailmen? Does UPS exist?
I'll say a hard no to UPS.
But no
Um,
courier service that might, deliver letters for a fee.
There are definitely
WPS?
courier services,
Waterdeep Postal
but
Service?
whether they can get to the person you're looking for may or may not be a different story. It's basically that time where if you want something, you have to give it to them, say where they want it to go, and hope to God they get it there.
Trust your courier. Not to run
None
off
of this
with
tracking
whatever.
code bullshit.
None of the scrying code. Here's a code. You use this. It's a scrying magic. It'll show you where I am.
Yes.
Okay. We need money. I could use a doctor. We have to renovate this place. That's going to cost a lot of money.
We also need to put food in the pantry.
We need food.
Or
We need
just
drink.
go eat out a while.
Well,
place
the halfling didn't seem to appreciate our patronage much, but we could always go back and see if he's got some food.
That is true.
Yeah, why not?
Some grub sounds rather nice.
Is that where you
So
all are
then,
heading?
Yep, I guess we're all heading out, and we're going to go get some breakfast.
at our favorite little, what was it, a halfling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think so.
halfling.
Yeah, our little halfling friend's place.
It's okay, Trashy. You have free reign to like spam chat as needed. But yes, you all exit out into the oh my god, I love. You guys exit out into the alleyway.
Zoom in to see my P of a character. He is a mere speck.
And we're walking. Crash, here's an idea. If you ever want to interject or say something and we're moving too fast because we're talking, just like throw an exclamation mark in the chat, and then it'll be like, "Oh, you want to say something," and then we'll shut up. So that way we don't talk over you.
So
I mean, keyboard smash also works.
That too.
as you all arrive at the building, you notice all of you notice immediately that something is off.
Whoa.
First off, the door is shut. Flecks of black seem to be kind of snaking their way out from something beyond the door.
Oh.
I deadpan slowly turn to Dick.
Don't look at me. I didn't do shite.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Oh no, did Finn actually say that? Hopefully nobody overheard.
Finn asked, "Did you actually torch the place?"
No. I swear on who worships a god here?
But you
That
knew
one,
about
whatever that one is. I did nothing.
But you knew about it.
No. I'm just as surprised as you are.
I knock on the door.
You knock, you don't hear any response.
No screaming.
But you do feel the door wobble.
He's
I-
fucking dead.
I push the door in.
You require like very little effort to actually do that. And the door falls inward with a large, sorry, not a large, a loud thunk. You hear creaks and cracks as the inside is almost entirely scorched. Tables are broken, chairs are destroyed. The floor and the walls are almost entirely turned to charcoal.
Oh,
Huh.
no.
Oh no! That's so sad.
You don't suppose his money survived, did you?
Well, as could have. Shall we investigate?
We're worried about money and not the man. What if he's hurt?
Oh, if he was hurt, he'd be screaming.
Also,
I don't hear nothing.
Also, money's fireproof. People aren't.
Indeed. Hopefully it didn't melt.
I don't know what's the most
Might have
important
to
gold?
reforge into coins again.
What's the melting point
Oh,
of
well.
gold, silver, and platinum?
I don't know.
Not very high, if I remember correctly.
Gold is the softest, I believe, but I think it has to get a couple thousand degrees
Yeah,
before it actually melts.
Gold is
but
still really high, but like not as high as others.
And wood
Gold
only
make
burns at a
very
couple
good
hundred. It's like
coals.
800, I think. So, but that's out of character. My character doesn't know any of this.
No.
So can we investigate and see if there's any money and or charred bodies around?
Yeah, so who's entering the building?
I'll go
Nemo
in.
ain't gonna get caught up in this shit.
I'm not going in. This place will fall down on me.
Yeah, I'm
Yavari
with-
is stepping in, but very cautiously, and her tail is
Wait.
completely limp.
Okay, so Yavari
Why?
and Dick are going in.
Be careful.
Indeed.
Nemu will watch from the door. Actually, I want Nemu to actually fly up and like kind of inspect the roof.
And I would like to see, while I'm looking around, if I can perhaps determine what caused this fire.
Okay.
Perhaps with some investigation.
So yeah, both you and Yavari roll investigation. Nemo, are you looking at the roof from the inside or the outside?
Outside. Nemu's flying over the building.
Basil has also gone in, and she's just like,
Mr. Halfling Man, are you in here? Are you okay?
You said
Uh,
investigation?
Investigation. And Nemo, I need you to roll me perception.
Okay.
do you need
There you
anything
go.
from Basil?
Nope.
I'm gonna
Damn,
step
a
back with
nat
the other.
20.
Ooh.
Wait, was it?
Oh.
No, it
Oh,
was.
is there
There's
a
a minus
minus
there.
there?
Jack shit.
A nat
It's-
20 and
it's
a
still
nat
a nat 20.
1.
Wow, this both sides
Fate of the
respectful.
dice, man.
Straight
yeah,
up.
we'll-
that
we'll
was
start
fucking
with-
amazing.
We'll start with Nemu. Nemu, as you fly around, the roof seems intact.
Huh.
That's what you get.
All right. Is there chimney up there?
There may be a chimney.
Can
You
Nemu-
weren't sure.
Nemu's just gonna kind of fly and still kind of just look around. Continue with everyone else.
Dick and Yavari, as you guys walk in, the floorboards creak under your feet. As you look around, you see most of the tables have been smashed, seemingly almost by rather than by fire, by blunt force. Or what could seemingly be blunt force. You don't see fire making massive cracks in tables without having other bits of
Right.
damage.
Broken into pieces, not burned up.
Yeah. Yavari, you notice in a far corner, near one of the windows, the old shopkeep, old tavern keep, the halfling, laying there against the window, seemingly trying to fiddle with it, maybe to get it open. However, as you look over, you see the window is still shut, and he's leaning against it. Dick, you head somewhere towards the back. I believe you were looking to see how this started and if you could find that gold.
Yes.
as you look around, like I said, the first thing you notice is that a fire did not cause the damage.
Right.
There was a fire, but it did not break most of the furniture. If anything, it was like a scorching. Or I guess that's the right word, scorching. Searing, maybe. As you rifle through some of the debris where you saw him last counting money the other day, you see a glint from amongst the debris.
Ew.
And while you are not able to recover the bag, you are able to recover roughly 10 pieces of gold.
Ooh.
Ah. What a crap find.
So the halfling's
Must
dead,
have been
or is
he
he
must
just
have
like
burned it down for the
unconscious?
insurance money.
To be fair, 3 of that gold
Clearly
is
he was
probably ours.
not making any.
It's entire life savings. Is he still alive over there? You
Like,
know what?
is he like? I see him.
He's not moving. He's very dead.
Oh,
Maybe he had the rest of the money
Can-
on him.
Yeah,
Can
can't check to see if he's got any on him.
Ivari slowly approaches him and starts to carefully, I guess, examine, maybe like look around for like maybe if he was wounded or like for anything that he might have on him, like treasure or any money.
As you
Ooh.
approach the area, you notice the first thing is that he seemed to have been trying to fiddle with a lock on the window. Most windows, as you all would know, or those of you that come from the material plane, have simple locks on them. A simple flip the switch and you can open the window.
Okay.
However, this, as you get close to Yavari, you notice that there is a small silvery colored band that's keeping that switch in place. This halfling's fingers are like curled around it. Some of the fingers completely burnt away to bone. Meanwhile, other parts of his body seem to be untouched. The smell of burnt flesh and burnt hair fill your nostrils.
Oh no.
As you look over and gently reach out, his body is squishy to the touch. And as you touch him, you hear noises.
Ugh.
Like hundreds of insects crawling over each other.
Crunchy, crumbly.
Do you
So
continue?
Okay, Yavari is gonna take a deep breath. Her hand's shaky, but she's gonna keep looking.
Okay, go ahead and roll me investigation one more time.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ooh, 2 in a row.
Holy shit, the gods have smiled on you today.
Apparently.
She's a witch.
She's a witch. Holy shit.
I have magical tits.
I think you're the first person in either this campaign or the last one to get 2 nat 20s in a row. I don't think that happened in the last campaign.
Nope.
It might have
I
happened
would have
once,
remembered.
but
Hasn't
yeah.
happened yet in this one.
Definitely not.
Yeah, Yavari, as you reach out, you kind of move aside his jacket, which is frayed and still seems almost charred. You notice like glowing red sections, but you don't get any sense of heat from them. And as you move his jacket, you feel something over your tail.
Huh?
As you go back to look at it, as you turn your head, you don't see anything. When you turn back, however, to the corpse in your hand, which is still out touching his jacket, You see several small black creatures, maybe an inch and a half long each. Hundreds of them crawling out from under this guy's jacket, seemingly from inside of him.
Oh my
fuck.
God.
Crawling over you.
Oh,
He was
fuck.
100 small lizards in a trench coat.
Yavari is gonna quickly step back here and try to keep them off her.
Yeah,
Do I notice this at all?
You do notice this.
Oh, that's strange.
Yavari, as you step away and pull your hand trying to shake off these bugs, which were not there a moment ago. It took you turning and looking back to notice that they had gotten at least 4 or 5 of them on your hand.
Okay, are they still all like contained within like, the body?
There are some that are crawling out of him and seem to be spreading around.
I am going. Yeah, we're not gonna do that or let that happen. I'm gonna walk over and yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, no.
Yavari, as he's doing this,
No.
you manage to shake them all off, but not before you feel a slight pinch as one of them bites you on the back of your hand.
Oh, you should flick that off of you.
I quickly do so.
You quickly flick it off.
Alright,
And you notice a
so
small bite mark on the back of your hand.
Oh, that's fucking fabulous.
so
Nice
I'm going to fit. Oh, so go ahead after
I
you.
was just gonna say, does Basil know this by now? Because she's in the building too.
If she came in, yeah, you'd see this all going down.
Okay, because yeah, she went in calling for the guy, being like, "Hello." That's why I asked if you wouldn't need me to roll anything.
Oh no, yeah, as you walk in, you see him in front of Yavari, like dead with all these little bugs crawling all over him.
Oh, no, we're too late.
Alright. So I'm gonna fiddle with my watch a little bit, and you'll see me with a little stylus typing in or drawing in a couple of figures, and I'm going to point my watch in the general direction of the body and tell Ivari to get the hell out of the way.
Yavari is gonna step back and get the hell out of the way. Gladly.
All right, and then let's see, can I? Yeah, a stream of acid will flow out of his watch. I'm trying to make it show here. How do I do that? There you go.
Nice.
Boom.
Oh god.
So I'm going to cover that bitch in acid and see if I can just take care of this right now.
So hold on a hot second. We gotta be doing a couple things here.
That's a lot of acid hands you've got there.
Yeah, so your acid does indeed hit the body and begin melting it away. Yeah, that everything on the dude begins to melt. Clothing, flesh, these little bugs. You begin to see
sorry, I didn't mean to
steam
spam that.
as a oh no, you're fine.
Just
You begin to see steam and heat emanate off of this as the acid burns through this whole thing.
Probably smells terrible.
It
Terrible.
does not smell good.
So I just kind of chuckle. I think I'm starting to get used to this screwy magic.
Basil's gonna cover her nose, like take both paws and cover her nose, just trying to protect it from the smell.
Yeah, to give you guys an idea, it kind of smells like ammonia on steroids.
Oh.
Is the smell coming out through the chimney at all?
Yes.
You just hear Nemu kind of go, "What the fuck?"
I take a
like this smell. It's literally
Meanwhile, I take a deep breath and like, smells like my youth.
Oh my god.
Why does your youth smell like pee?
Oh.
You don't want to know that.
I am very confused.
Over the course of the next 2 or 3 minutes, the body disintegrates. And from what you all can see, those of you in the building, the bugs are seemingly melted away into a pile of goo. Has anyone stayed in the building, or did you guys just leave after that?
I'm
still in, but after maybe it's the spider bite, or maybe it's just the fact that she saw all that go down, and then just the condition of the bar. You've already starts to feel overwhelmed, and her heart is racing, and she feels lightheaded and quickly runs out.
Basil is definitely closer to the door.
Dick, as you look over, kind of happy that the magic has worked good for once. You notice a glint amongst the pile of goo.
Ew. I have no quandary sticking my hand into that goopy mess and grabbing it.
The goo is a little warm. But what you pull out is for all intents and purposes, it has the size and shape of a gold piece, but it is made of a completely transparent, seemingly refractive material, some sort of crystal, maybe.
Ooh. Let's see here. I forget if I have some kind of detect magic. Don't.
You're a ritual caster, so you should have it in your book of rituals. Maybe not. Don't know the spell.
He can't read.
Joke's
gotta
on
watch.
you. I can't read.
Comes from a time where they just.
Also, as an
Well-
FYI, Kesnia, Fen asked you something in chat.
Oh, I'm not even on the chat window. My bad.
Oh, no worries.
I will pocket that
Okay.
and look up and see what he was reaching for. And can I fiddle with the lock that he was trying to undo?
Yeah, are you just trying to open it or just play with it?
I would see if it's openable. See if there's anything about it that needs to be investigated.
Okay. Make me a sleight of hand check. You poke at it, but as you look over it and lift it up and kind of investigate it, you notice no keyhole and no actual or seemingly no locking mechanism outside of a small thin line. To give you an idea, the whole thing looks like a what is it? You know the shape a paperclip takes?
Oh,
It's like that, but just one solid arc.
okay.
With a thin line at the back going around the whole thing.
I'm gonna take out
sounds
that
magic.
little piece of shiny and just kind of like hold it up to the lock and see if I can fit it in anywhere.
It doesn't fit, but as you hold it up, you notice that through the crystal you can see symbols and imagery on the metal.
Ooh! I immediately hold it up right to my eye like a monocle.
Yeah.
And basically take up my whole vision. What do I see?
So the lock definitely has symbols and imagery on it, some of which you recognize as arcane. If you'd like to roll me Arcana, you can try to figure those out. Otherwise, what you see is the window is kind of covered in runes and markings, but they don't extend beyond the window. At 18, you recognize them as ceiling runes. These were put here to keep this from opening. And it's not low-level magic.
That suggests that it goes somewhere other than outside. Well, is there any... I kind of wander over to the door and stick my head out. Is there anyone here that's good at breaking magical, runey type of locks? Anyone?
Breaking
Sorry, what was the
Rooney types
question
of
again?
locks?
Looks at him blankly.
There's a window in here that's covered in runes. Basically, it's locked. And
What-
I believe if we unlock it, there's going to be something very interesting behind it.
What about money?
What? What? A window?
What about money? He was broke. Have no idea. Could not find any money at all.
Okay,
Found
hold
a
on, hold
shiny
on.
crystal thing.
No indications. They
Wait.
the way
Wait, out
indication
of-
is. I
Okay,
don't think
hold
I believe
on.
him.
Out of character, what was he trying? What was the thing? What was the man reaching for? Isn't it just a window?
He seemed to be fiddling with the lock on the window. This metal piece that seemed to be locking the window down.
Is the window to the outside?
Yes.
There's nothing in
appears
there.
so.
It's the outside.
So it's just so basically someone put a rune on it so he couldn't get out when the fire was going.
Foul play. Foul play.
Foul play. That's what it is.
Could be.
In character,
Nemu just thinks someone locked the window.
Well,
Why
I
would
would
you
s-
do that?
I would still like to see if we can open it, but if none of you have the skill,
Well, Nemu thinks that maybe we should, not mess with too many things because isn't this basically a homicide?
that's a very good point.
So couldn't we get in trouble being here?
As long as no one finds us here, we should be fine.
Sirens in the distance.
Nemu?
Check cast.
Nemu's gonna fly up.
Then roll me Arcana. Yes, Nemu, you're.
Can Nemu fly up and see if there's anyone coming in this direction?
In which direction?
Just like he's just kind of flying like a decent ways up above the buildings, just seeing if like anyone is walking towards where we are.
As of right now, at this time in the morning, the only people you see are currently just turning to go down other alleyways. The section of street you guys are on is empty.
Okay.
Luckily no one's coming this way. But, I don't know if it'll stay like that for long.
Well, perhaps then we should make our way out of here. So I exit the building. Is anyone else still inside?
Basil's follows out. She's been close to the door.
Because Nemu's so paranoid, just because he doesn't want to get wrapped up too much with anything certain times, because he is afraid of people, he's just gonna like fly down to where the door is and like make sure there's no cow fur.
Is this door light enough for me to prop it up for a moment?
Yeah, I'd say you can do that.
Okay. So I'll prop up the door and cast Mend on it with my little gun. Shoot some Mendy rays on it so it reattaches to the
Mendy
Yeah,
rays.
I'll say it works because
Base.
technically you're just mending the hinges.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see your mending finally. The hologram does, and you don't get any errors this time. as the little simulation begins putting back together these hinges.
Having a good day. All right, I walk out the newly fixed door, and it looks like we were never here.
Is there any cow fur on the ground? I need to know if there's any cow fur on the ground. Nemu needs to know if there's cow fur on the ground left by the bull man.
Excuse me.
Cow fur.
It's like, you know,
Roll me
shit.
investigation.
I'm gonna. Fenziris is gonna see this and say, "What are you doing?"
Nemu does not want to be framed for murder. Nemu owes money already. I don't need any more problems.
In Nemu's like paranoia, you don't find anything, but instead what you do is you go up and yank out a little bit of fur and drop it at the ground and then pick it up and go, look, you can't be leaving this.
He would do that. He would totally do that.
Look what you did. This will frame us.
And okay, this is gonna sound fucking mental. Nemu's gonna take the fur. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Nemu like just shoves it into his feathers, and it just disappears into his feathers.
You were gonna eat it, weren't you?
I was gonna eat it.
Eat my hair.
Now you can save it for your nest.
But Nemu just shoves it into, like, his hand just disappears into his, like, neck. And when he takes it back out, the fur's no longer there.
You've already seen this. Looks at Nemu and goes, "You are a whole different species of bird, aren't you?"
Yes, actually, I'm an owlin.
That's all you get. That's all you get. He just stares blankly.
Fenziris is
As if, like,
holding
how did
back
you
the
know?
urge to stab a little bird.
Well, it looks like we'll have to find breakfast elsewhere.
Did you find the halfling?
No.
Judging by
What?
What about the
Nemu
money?
stops himself because he's just like,
sadly,
no more
there's
witnesses.
nothing left.
What is Nemu?
yes.
Sorry.
There's no one in there at all.
Do
See?
I believe Dick?
You can trust the bird, if not me.
He is the worst liar
Go
in this
ahead
whole
and roll
group.
deception.
So, who, me? Or,
Dig.
okay. By the
This
way,
is
Nemu
gonna
had
go
turned
really
around,
well.
and by your guys' inquisition, he turns his head like a
Oh.
Dick
180.
is definitely not hiding that he's lying at all. Is like emphasizing the words to be like, there was no one there.
Nemu just runs in
No.
front of him and just like, oh my god, hold on, I have to find the gif.
So I asked, Kesnia asked Dick what if he found the halfling, and he obviously was lying, and he said, "No, I didn't find anyone." Just to
This is
catch you up.
Nemu right now, if you look in the bar.
He's just going, no one was in there. No one. There was nothing. I totally didn't
Oh my
smell
God.
anything foul. There is nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Listen, guys, we can't get mixed up in this.
I kind of get an idea that no one's buying my bullshit, so I kind of say, okay,
No.
Oh, Nemo just-
if there was anyone there, there's no longer anyone there. But if it makes any difference, they were dead already.
I want my cut. And I stare down my nose with a glare at Dick.
Listen, big horn man, you don't want to know. We can't know.
Fine. And I dig out 2 gold pieces and toss them in his direction.
And Nemu's just
Do
like,
I try to catch them?
Go ahead
Yeah,
and
this
roll
is obvious.
dexterity.
You suck at catching. You know this.
Maybe.
I was
Then
gonna just
again,
give it
think
to you,
about
but
that.
then you asked.
Whoosh.
You
Just-
like
Ooh.
without even looking, you just like reach up and catch them, still staring at Dick.
Yeah. And then I turn around and I walk back to put it in my little pouch.
So Kesnia reiterates Finn's question. So did he die from the fire then, if he was already dead when we came?
Very much so. Or something. I mean, it could have been the fire. He wasn't very burned. But he was filled with bugs, and I hate bugs. So I may have gotten rid of the bugs, and by way of that, got rid of him.
So he died from the flames without being burned, and then there was some insects? Doesn't sound like he died from the fire at all.
Mimu like swishes his head up and he was like, "You messed with the body."
You touched the body?
No, I didn't touch shite.
What room?
No. You didn't touch. You messed. Mimu is using specific words for once. Did you mess with the body?
Well, I might have messed all over the body.
Oh no! We're going to jail. We're going to be framed. Mimu
Well,
is just.
the inside was charred, but not entirely burned. Someone smashed up the tables. It looked like the gnome was trying to get over to this window I was telling you about.
We
And
left things behind.
then I saw bugs biting the hooer over there, and I decided to melt them all with acid.
You've
Oh my
already stormed
God.
over to Dick. Say it one more time. I dare you.
You know, I almost killed you by way of your tits. Right.
Try me.
We can't do this. Not here.
And I have many better uses for my limited spell power in this fuckety dimension.
We're going to incriminate ourselves more, please.
Fenzirus is gonna let out a guttural roar at the top of his lungs. I do it, but I don't. A, that would be loud. B, it'll peak the mic anyway. So why bother?
Okay. Okay, as he's doing this, I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to use this. So I'm going to roll it.
Wait, I hope you know, Nemu
Thank
just
you.
lets out a shriek like a little girl. Like,
Does everybody
Okay.
stop?
Everybody make a charisma saving throw, and you can choose to fail if you want.
Do I make a saving throw?
Everyone other than
Oh,
Finn.
everyone. Oh, okay.
I'll just choose to fail.
Oh,
I just want to try it.
I'm gonna choose to fail.
So those who choose to fail, as well as Fen, suddenly feel calmer. Things seem to slow down a little bit for a second, enough for you to recenter. However, Nemu, Dick, and Kesnia, since you guys did not choose to fail, you guys stay relatively the same.
I look over at Finn. Ah, thank you very much, Fendril. They were getting a wee bit pissy.
What happened? Why did he move? What is... Nemu's about to have a panic attack.
Nemu should have
Cackling.
failed.
So Nemu just comes right here, like about right here, and just sits down, and then just melts into the ground. He's stressed out.
Basil's gonna go over and just like pat his head, be like, "Yeah, it's okay."
Nemu's trying to he's doing like breathing exercises because he doesn't want to be framed for anything because of his debts. So his like breathing just sounds like whoo whoo whoo.
Finn, you wouldn't be able to from where you are. You'd have to be up close, and even then, it's not a guarantee.
Listen, Nemo. My mom always told me that when you're about to have an attack, you just
The building south.
and breathe, and then you got to
The only thing you notice about that
Oh.
building, Zyken, is a sign that's got an orange and black pair of cat's eyes.
Or how many toes are on your feet?
I don't know.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
It's a relatively unremarkable building on the outside. The door is shut, and you do see a little sign on there that says "Out for lunch."
I'm gonna knock on the door anyways.
No, 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 no! Oh my god.
Maggie's gonna have an actual panic attack. Holy shit.
Doing everything wrong!
There's no response.
Oh, thank god.
I look in through. Is there a window nearby that I can look in through?
There is a window.
I look through the window.
You
Is there
see
people inside somewhere?
There is no people inside, but you do see what you can only describe as almost regal area lit by what appear to be flickering oil lamps.
You said
Someone
that
left the light on? Sorry.
Yes, apparently. You said that there was the sign is a pair of cat's eyes.
Yeah, an orange and black sign featuring a cat's eyes.
But it's like a shop sign, like you would see
Yeah,
at like.
it's like a sign. Yeah.
I walk over and I go, "What you looking for, big man?"
What's this place?
I'll peek through the windows. What do I see? Just a regal.
You also see this, what you can only describe as a regal apartment, lit by oil lamps.
Do I have any idea what kind of a place this might be?
Roll me insight.
Based on the sign, what they
And the
might sell.
decor, you know. Natural
Obviously.
20.
Nice. Clap.
So yeah, you look through and you
Oh,
immediately
sweet.
get the sense that this apartment was absolutely, first off, not styled after normal Waterdeep like building design etiquette.
This
it
isn't
seems-
up to code.
Yeah, well, it looks fine. It just doesn't. It looks like you're gazing into like something almost tribal in nature. Lots of pillows, lots of reds and yellows. You
So it's very
notice sticks of
foreign.
incense. You also notice several file cabinets hidden in the back by different covers of like plant life and other things.
So what do I get the idea of? Like, what is Kesnia's thought of what this is? Because I still don't even have any idea what this is. It's just like a meditation place, like
They're
house of-
definitely you wouldn't say meditation. The file cabinets catching your eye wouldn't point to meditation.
Okay.
This is definitely a place that somebody works, but they have a very specific design choice that they went to when doing this. Very specific, as a lot of work has been put into it. However, whose space it is, you don't know, and what they use it for, it obviously appears. You see the shop sign, so maybe something sold here. Maybe this is a shop of some description.
Interesting. So I turn to the cow and I go, I have no idea what it is. It looks nice though. I'd like to see what they sell here.
Do they see things or something? Pointing at the sign of the eye.
Oh, maybe it's a scrying location or some sort of divination. Some sort of. I look back in. Do I see any crystal balls?
No crystal balls, but you do see what you might consider like talismans. You know, like the little papers.
Oh, okay.
All over the place.
Could be magical in nature. I don't know. What does it matter, Cow? Are you looking for information about maybe if they saw somebody what happened to the halfling?
Maybe they saw something.
I start to look around as well. What about these other buildings nearby? Are any of these houses like obviously got somebody in them right now? Like
The houses nearby, are you referring the ones next to it?
Yeah, like the one right to the right of the food location. Like the ones across the street. Just these ones right here.
They just appear to be normal housing units.
And no
See-
lights on, doors open, that kind of thing.
Yeah, they're all closed up.
Okay.
See, we were playing D&D. Now we're playing LA Noir.
Oh, I did not mean to make Nemo move. Go back to crying on the floor.
I go over to the Harringen. I go, Basil, do you have can you see are you skilled at seeing like tracks? Because like this is a dirt road, is it not, or is this stone?
It's like a rough cobblestone, so there is dirt, but it's not like all dirt. You know how you have like the stone with the dirt in between all the stones?
Gotcha. So I kind of like lead the Harringen over to the front steps. Like, can you make out if there's any particularly weird tracks? Maybe. It's
I
sort
mean,
of here.
I worked in a circus most of my life. We really didn't track. But I
Oh.
mean, maybe it looks like something of a creature that was at the witchlight, I guess.
Okay, I guess we're looking for non-humanoid, because like there'd probably be lots of humanoid footsteps. So we're looking for any kind of creatures or weird things.
Sure.
So I look
I
around.
guess.
But I don't. Well, if it's to help the halfling man, I mean, he. Oh, poor guy.
And I was about to say Hazel. Basil will look and see what if she can see anything that she
Okay.
recognizes.
Both of you roll me. I'll let you choose either survival or perception.
Perceptions.
Yeah, they're both. Oh, that's good.
As you look out, you notice you don't see any tracks, but as you look from where, knowing the information you knew from Dick about the window, and the door being still up, you look from there and you notice that there are small scratches in the rock that lead off for a few feet and then disappear, but there's no tracks like you'd think animal tracks.
I pointed out to I pointed out to Hazel. Do we both notice it? Anyways, doesn't matter. I pointed out and go, is that some sort of animal that made that?
I'm not sure. It doesn't look like anything I recognize, but those are scratches on the rock.
You said it's coming from the window that we were told it was locked?
Yeah, so from the
good
outside of the window, yeah, there are scratches in the rocks and the rocks only. As you guys inspect closely, you don't see any scratches in the dirt, just on the rocks.
It looks like it's just on the rock, though. It's not on anywhere around it. It's like they stepped on it and then poof!
Just for reference as well, Yavari Finn has messaged you in game.
Oh yeah, I was trying to type it, but I don't like typing, so I'm just gonna act it out. Yavari snaps out of thought and quickly looks at Finn. I think so. And then she just kind of looks at the building quietly again.
Well, Kesnia can't make sense of the scratches, so he's going to suggest to the group, as much as we are like trying to help out and figure out what's going on here, if we get caught at the scene, we're going to be more suspect than help. So we should probably move on.
That's what Nemo has been
Agreed.
trying to say.
Maybe it was one of the gangs.
Gangs?
There's kings here?
Of course, there's gangs.
Many.
We met some of them in the sewer. Remember?
Oh, what weren't they Xana? Anyways, I'm not sure.
I've never met a king before. I've heard about them from adventurers that came by the witchlight.
And the gang that stole what's his name? Bloon or something.
What?
Maybe one of them did this.
Ian? We're gonna go now.
Yavari looks at Basil for a moment and then back at the building. Yeah, I'll catch up in a second.
Alright. Don't take too long. You don't want to get caught in case the policemen come. You don't want to get blamed for anything.
Yeah, good point. Yavari takes one last look at the building, feeling an
Assume.
almost very too familiar, uncomfortable feeling in the pit of her stomach before she walks away quietly.
As you walk away, Yavari, you find yourself rubbing at that bite mark, almost absent-mindedly.
Oh,
Trashy asked a question, by the way. Fox.
Yeah, you would have been able to hear them.
so it was just underneath the windowsill of the window that was locked from the inside.
Yes. That would be correct. So where's everybody heading now? You all heading back, or?
We had to find food, so we had to go a certain direction. I don't know which way we should go.
Nemu's fine as long as it's anywhere but that place.
So I'd imagine Kesnia's growing up in Waterdeep was not in this rich of a neighborhood, and so like I'm not at home here. I don't know the shops, I don't know the restaurants because this is like upper class compared to where I was at.
Correct.
Are there any other food places in the vicinity?
Looking around, you don't see anything with any signs that seem to indicate food.
I think we'll have to wander off. Maybe just choose a direction and head.
Could always go have that sludge.
No, I'd rather not. It's not green.
Findril takes a moment to lag behind and look at the scratch.
Yeah, Finn, as you look at the scratches, Siri seems almost curious about them. But it's not like an immediate yes, I know what this is. She just seems, for a moment, it's almost like she's entranced. Following the marks for a couple of steps before like literally shaking out of it. And trotting back
okay.
over to you.
Where was it leading her? Like down this?
Around. It goes to about here-ish and then cuts off.
Okay. Okay. Everybody else can continue while I put this in my notes, and I don't have to be muted anymore.
Nice.
Yay.
The Nuzlocke is over.
He died.
Yeah. No, he's going to bed.
Oh.
Well, actually, since we don't really have a certain direction to go, I presume my character knows where the temples are in the city.
You would know where a couple temples are.
So maybe we head towards the temple I know. That way we can find food along the way and eventually find a healer for our friend here.
I like it.
So you guys head, it leads you, we'll say, is everybody gonna follow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you guys all head down, following through winding paths to a bigger building. Nice stone on the outside. What?
I was gonna say along the way, can I do something real quick?
What would you like to do?
I want to look at Yavari and specifically her tail.
Okay.
It is completely limp.
And is that unusual?
Yes.
Okay.
It's usually sachet.
It's like swaggering normally. It's like, but right now it's just like nothing. Okay. And he's gonna say, there's nothing you could do, you know.
Yavari looks up at him and then ahead. Yeah, I know. And then she goes quiet again.
All right, that's it.
Fen's good. Fen's received approval. We all set. But yeah, as you guys walk and this happens, you guys eventually come across a bigger building, seeming more like a small cathedral. Doors are wide open. You see several people coming in and going out. There are people you guys make an attempt to stay away from. Several people with what appear to be, you're not entirely sure, tumors or bulges on their faces or arms. Several people are covered in blankets. Some people look normal, seemingly coming in what would be nice clothing. As you all stand outside, you hear the bell ring from above.
Bong.
Oh, somebody died.
Bong. A bong.
Hey, I would like a bong. Yeah, Kesnia doesn't really like the sick and dying. He's somewhat uncomfortable with around dying people because he, on one side, feels like he feels sorry for them, but on the other hand, he doesn't want to intervene because death is natural. So I don't
Does
like going in there. So I'm like, no, you can go. You can go.
Does he look visually uncomfortable to me?
Yes, like I'm like a little bit antsy and I don't want to go. I'm like I don't make eye contact with the afflicted.
What's your problem?
I don't like dying.
You're not dying.
They're dying.
So?
Makes me uncomfortable.
You don't like death?
I don't like that I can't help.
Okay, well I'm gonna walk in.
I'm gonna stay out with Kesnia.
Nemu's also not gonna go in.
Churches make my skin burn.
Okay.
Literally?
Yavari will go in.
Basil's gonna be heading in, and then she'll stop for a second at the churches make my skin burn, and it's like, how does it do that?
You have
There-
an allergic reaction?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
allergic
called
to stupid.
sins.
I fucking love you guys. So Yavari, Finn, are you
Fenzeris.
going in?
No, I'll go in just for curiosity's sake.
Okay, Finn is going in. Basil, did you come back to ask that, or are you still going inside and accepting
She's
that as your
going-
questions?
She's going in, like, she was heading in, and then she heard Dick say that, and so she stopped for a second, looked back, asked her question, and then once she got the answer, she's like,
Oh, okay.
and then falls in. Just
Yeah.
trots on in.
Okay, so you all head in, and there are lines and lines of pews. Several people kneeling and praying. You can hear some form of music echoing off what appear to be soft chanting, echoing off stones hanging from the walls. Small lights on the walls from torches light up the area with a soft orange glow. In the middle of the area is a couple different statues. You see different groups of people gathered around different ones. There's an area off to the side as you come in that where most of the people who you kind of avoided that didn't look healthy seem to have gone. And then there appears to be a second way off in the back corner, far right back corner, that is seemingly nobody's really going that way.
I'm looking. I look around for some sort of holy person, somebody who works here.
roll me perception.
Let's see, pull up the attributes. Perception.
You look around and you see several people in robes. But which one would be a true priest or cleric? You aren't sure.
No. So, what the hell do I do? Do I just say, help me, and they help me? I don't go here very often.
Finn shrugs.
I walk up to a person, to a random person in robes
Okay.
nearby.
You see them as you walk up to them and like
Kill
tower
me.
over them. They're like a normal human, maybe like 5'10", 5'11".
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of look up at you and like they're just a little bit intimidated, you know. They kind of like, yeah, hello. Do you need something?
I point down at my green injury, my fluorescent green, and say,
Do you know how? Do you know about this?
and then I point at it, and then I poke it a little bit, and it's squishy.
You see the person like visibly recoil as you poke it, and like with a almost like non-steady shaking, that's the word, shaking finger, points over to a group of 3 who appear to be men, standing over by one of the statues talking with one another.
Thanks.
And I walk over to where he was pointing.
You walk over to the 3 men. They're wearing robes. As you get closer, you notice that their robes are different shades of the same color.
Okay.
And they're also seemingly made of much nicer material up close than the others. But as you walk up, they kind of haven't noticed you yet. Their eyes are shut, and they seem to be kind of chanting.
Why not? That sounds fun. I listen to their chant, and then I try to mimic the chant.
Okay.
Roll me performance.
Oh my god.
For committing hate acts.
So you all see them, Finn, Yavari, and Basil watch as the Minotaur walks up to these like 6 foot, 5'10" people. Holy fuck, what was that?
Oh?
What? You good?
I don't know,
It's
I
a
just heard a bang
ghost.
in my room.
I was gonna say, is there an explosion somewhere?
I literally don't know what that was. It was like crack.
Yeah.
It wasn't the bowl holding up your
No, that
your
wasn't it. It
carpet.
came from the far side of my room, thankfully.
A
But
bowl
that
was
was,
fast.
that was a noise that was like immediate, like, holy shit, what was that?
Take
The
a
ghosts have
break and
spoken.
take a break and check with Spazzy to make sure everything's okay.
No, it came from the area farthest away from their office, so it's something in my room. I'll just look later.
Is
Okay.
a kitty? Is the kitty in there?
The kitty is not in here. If the kitty fell, it would not have sounded like a knife fell on the cat.
Oh.
Unless a knife fell on the cat.
The knife did not fall on the cat because there's no knives in this room.
They're in the other room.
Besides, the cat does not like my room unless it's sitting under my bed.
Oh, fair.
Great. Anyways.
Yes. Anyways, as you sit there before I was so rudely interrupted by nature,
By reality. Whatever.
reality, yeah. You kind of watch them with their hands clasped together, like gently swaying from side to side.
Mm-hmm.
And the others who went into the temple kind of watch as the Minotaur tries to do this, swaying from side to side. But as you sway, you begin like shaking things just off of the sheer momentum you can produce.
Okay.
And the rest of you begin to see things like relics shake on shelves on the wall and offerings like shake a little bit.
Tool.
Maybe don't do that.
You just start gyrating.
Don't tempt me. Do any of the holy people that I was the fancy robe holy people notice me yet?
They definitely notice you after a couple seconds. And both of them turn, and in following them, you as well closed your eyes. So you don't notice that they've noticed you.
Okay.
And instead they're just kind of looking over you like, what? They're
As
speechless. You've made them speechless.
As I terribly mimic their chanting.
You actually didn't mimic it badly. You're just really fucking heavy.
I'm just very clumsy and big. I'm a bull in the china shop. Anyways, after a couple of seconds of doing this, I'm gonna open one eye to look to check.
You do see all three of them looking at you with like dumbfounded looks.
I need help.
No shit.
Is that what they say?
Yes. You hear one of them go literally no shit.
No shit, son.
Look over you, and you hear the second one in a kind of higher pitched voice. As you see his face now, you recognize him as much younger than the first guy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks over and goes, "There's something wrong."
I'm gonna point at my squishy greenness.
Can you heal this?
You see him look over and kind of he kind of hesitantly looks at you as if it's okay for him to come closer and actually look at it.
I lift my arm up to like freely like expose the side, stretch a little bit, you know. Like, oh yes, observe.
He comes over and you see him kind of for a moment he closes his eyes and lays two fingers on where the green veins are that run right under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what happens.
Yes, let's.
The roll commence.
The die decide.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No.
I've got cancer.
So it's at this point you
As an
watch that the green some of the green begins to recede from you for a second.
Okay.
As as this maybe young lad, maybe like 17 or 18, begins kind of, I don't want to say coaxing it out of you, but it kind of begins to disappear. When suddenly the green turns a vibrant red.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna need wood, aren't I?
Look, you don't have a baby inside of you. That's as much as what this is. I hate to tell you. I know you were looking forward to the baby, but I'm telling you, it ain't no baby.
So no abortion.
Yeah, no abortion. You don't get to have a redo at the abortion.
So it turns red.
Yeah, it turns this vibrant crimson red. Like, to the point it doesn't even look like there's skin hiding it. It literally just looks like red veins.
Okay,
which quickly recede before the young lad's fingers begin to turn red. And you hear him his eyes, you see his eyes open as he kind of freaks out for a moment, stumbling backwards and looking at his hand as his hand begins to literally disappear. You watch it kind of fade into small flecks before literally floating away on the wind.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Wait,
Exactly.
You watch over the next minute and a half as the poor boy's entire hand disappears.
I shout for help for other clergymen.
The other two are there. They
just
only
watching it
manage to
happen.
like seal off whatever's happening at the wrist.
Well then.
What the
It's
fuck?
at this point that you see the red slowly begin to turn to instead of going back to green, it turns back to a bright red and then immediately turns to a jet black and spreads across your abdomen.
No.
Does it hurt?
Covering you in veins of black.
Does it hurt?
No. Not at all. You don't feel a thing.
So am
Well,
I dying
shit.
or am I stronger than ever?
I think you're cursed, mate.
You see,
Wait, like
you see one of
literally?
the clergymen after they literally like seal off this whatever this is from this poor lad's hand, which is now just gone. Like his hand is gone.
This is terrible.
And one of the older one looks at you and goes, if it did this, there's nothing we can do. You're gonna have to find someone who's stronger.
Well, what is it?
If I could tell you, I would. But it's certainly not something that likes being fucked with.
I caught it from a bird, I think.
A bird?
Eric Crocker.
Sounds
Eric
absurd.
Crocker.
Oh, the bird people.
It was a poison gladiator weapon, right?
His
It
wings.
was just
his wings, yeah.
Oh. Maybe you're allergic to Eric Crocker.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This is all an allergic reaction that just removed a bloody clergyman's hand.
He's just he's just got like
Man, I wish Vale was here. But
it's just a skin condition.
It's just psoriasis, leave it alone.
tis but a flesh wound.
You just hear him say, if we don't know much about the Arakakra, they keep to their tribes and rarely leave. If they know, if something happened to you from them, you'll have to find someone who's got more knowledge. We can't risk anything else with what just happened.
Can you point us in the direction? And somebody who's smarter than you.
Point.
All three of them instantaneously just point out the door. Which at this
Except for the
point,
one
as you
who
look,
doesn't have a
Finn,
hand.
almost naturally, you see a figure walking
What?
outside.
A figure.
Findrel or Fenziris?
Findrel.
Okay,
Let's
guys,
just use full
let's
names.
Figure. Yeah, you can just call him Figure. You can just address City. It's fine. What? A figure outside?
Yeah, you begin to see just for a half second before it disappears into the crowd, a hulking figure.
Okay, is it the same figural outside the fights that I saw?
For a second, you see what appears to be glimpses of red.
I'm gonna kill you. Okay. Like, the red.
I don't know, what are you gonna do about it?
Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna hightail it the fuck outside. Like, the fastest you've ever seen him move. Starlight step twice, I don't care. I'm getting outside.
Yeah, so
Immediately.
literally like that in a playful light, the Findrel is just gone. Like the rest of you don't know at all why. Findril just gone.
Where the hell did he go?
Outside, yeah. Where the fuck?
However, as you are outside, it's time to come to the forever plane.
Fuck.
Oh, there the.
So I know you're thinking you think you know what it is.
I don't. I know for a fact I don't. But Finn doesn't know that. Okay. What did I see?
But what you saw, you spend probably 30 minutes looking through the crowd. But it only takes a couple of seconds before you brush up against a child.
A child?
Who ends up walking into the temple.
Okay.
Are you ready to play Vale?
Do I really get to play it right now? Oh
Vale
my god,
just
Fox,
walked into the temple.
I need this so bad. Oh, I'm so stressed out. I need to play a 9-year-old, or well, you know, however old she is. Oh my god, I'm
Sorry, please don't cry.
so hyped. Oh, I'm fucking ready.
So to give you an idea, this has been roughly a year and a half
Okay.
since Icewind Dale,
Okay.
or the end of Icewind Dale.
Ooh, okay.
Vale has kind of gotten a grip on some of her abilities. She's still not able to make big changes. Like, you know,
Right.
the whole you think things and it comes true.
Yeah, still working on that. Okay.
You're still working on the big things, but you can make
Okay.
little things happen. Like if you want, you know how you liked Vale loved candy?
Yeah.
Candy you can just make appear. If there's a small thing you need, you can just make it happen. Perhaps depending on how Vale feels, maybe you can help out in this scenario.
Ooh. Okay.
Which, if you decide to do, some specific things will happen. But
Okay.
it's up to you how you decide to interact with Yavari, Ben, and Basil.
Okay.
So, you ready for this?
I think so.
All right. So, almost as soon as Finn disappears and your heads turn to look for Finn, Yavari, Fen, and Basil, your eyes catch a child walk into the temple.
Okay.
Clad in black and blue.
Walked into the temple.
Okay, thank you.
Clad in black and blue, silks, and a big hat with a face on it.
Wait, the hat has a face on it?
That's a funny looking hat.
Oh, I know what's going.
And you're funny looking too.
You see the child turn, even just having entered, and look at you, Fen. Her words seemingly echoing in your head.
Ugh.
Kira. Yeah.
Basil's gonna hop up to the girl and just be like, "Your hat is really cool. I've
How
never seen one like that before."
How far away is this all from the ones that are outside as well?
The rest of you outside would have seen a glimpse of this child entering and Finn coming out, but that's it.
Are we we near where this child is?
Yeah, you guys would have been literally right next to the entrance, so you guys would have caught this child going in.
Yeah, I imagined myself sitting at like the entrance with my back against
Nemu
the wall,
definitely would have been like, "Wow, nice hat."
on the way by.
I think Nemu would have made eye contact with the hat. Actually.
And the hat would have made eye contact back.
Oh, I know he would. I know it would.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you heard Basil, but Basil hops up and is just like all like, "Whoa!" And they're like, "Oh, your hat is really cool. It has a face on it. I've never seen one like that before."
Ziggy will chortle and like almost like grind his teeth, but like not in a mean way. And Vale will laugh, and she'll go, "Don't inflate his ego, okay?"
He talks too?
Oh my god. I'm losing my shit. I'm sorry.
Vale will look over the bunny and go, "Oh wow, I like your ears."
Oh, thank you.
So
I like my ears too. They're floppy.
And she's gonna shake her head to like make the ears flop around.
so they're not inside the temple, right?
They are inside.
We're inside.
Damn it. Never mind then. I can't out of character make Nemu go in there because I know he wouldn't. And this hurts. This hurts so bad.
Maybe you'll get to interact with her when she walks out.
Oh please, for the love of God.
So
Oh.
I'm just. So Yavari is standing next to Basil, seeing this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, you should
Yavari
be
is just
part of
silent
it.
and just looks very uncomfortable at the child.
Vale will just stare back and go, "Oh, you have horns too?" And she'll lift Ziggy a little bit, and you'll just see two small, like, periwinkle and white horns on her head.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't. She's so at a loss for words. She is not comfortable around kids. This is out of her comfort zone.
Wait, I'm gonna message Fox. Hold on.
This really is Bev, my beloved. Hold on, I need to go look at a picture of Bev. Sorry. And I need to look at multiple pictures of other characters. Give me a second.
I guess
Yes?
seeing
Oh,
this,
perfect.
I guess seeing this happen, Fenziris is gonna walk over and say, "Hey kid, you probably shouldn't be here. There's a bunch of sick people here."
Vale will look between Yavari and look up at Fen because he's fucking huge compared to her. And then first she'll look back to Yavari and go, "You don't have to be uncomfortable. I guarantee I'm actually older than you." And then she'll look to Fen. "On that note, please don't call me kid."
Oh shit! You're not a kid.
Yeah, Fenziris is gonna squint harder because it's like, what the hell are you then? Are you some sort of dwarf or something?
As Fen stares at her, she just stares back, and Ziggy stares back.
You hear Ziggy like chitter a little bit.
Staring at Fen, Vale will notice the weird looking black on his abdomen.
Which is rapidly expanding around him.
Oh
shit.
Oh, that doesn't look very nice. What did you do?
Looks worse.
Got cut by a bird.
A bird? What do you mean?
He was mean to me. We were in a fight. Doesn't matter.
Well, maybe. Does it hurt?
Don't really feel anything.
Oh. So, what are you doing here then?
I was trying to get it healed, but then that kid's hand fell off, and
His hand fell
Now-
off.
yeah, he tried to heal it, and then his hand turned red, and my green thing turned red,
Can I
and then his
look?
hand fell off.
Can I look to the guy who lost his hand?
Yeah, you look over and you see him still like leaning against a wall, like clutching his wrist.
Okay.
As you see, like
is
basically what is effectively like holy magic keeping this thing from spreading any further.
Is that one of the things I can do? Can I give him back his hand?
Potentially.
Ooh.
If Vale
what
so
Vale's know.
desires it.
Vale will step over to the guy missing his hand and very comically go, "Did you lose something?" Just staring at the empty expanse of his hand, very, very obviously.
You see him look at you like almost dumbfounded.
She just grins back, real fangy.
What?
It looks from him to his lost hand. You lost it, right? Do you want me to help you find it?
The most useless god ever.
You see him again look at you, look back at his hand and look at you, and go, find it.
Well, yeah, if you lost something, you just find it.
He obviously looks like he doesn't understand. Like, in his
Yeah.
head, he's lost his hand, it to be forever gone. To hear you just go, well, you just find it again is so... It's so... After all this happened, it's so... It makes him so damn speechless.
Well, I mean, if you don't want me to help you find it...
I
guess
mean,
could
if
just-
you think you can do something, I won't say no. You hear him finally get out after several seconds.
Okay, and she, like, excitedly... and then...
You better make a show of this.
I want to flavor this, so I know how I want to flavor Fens, but I want to. This is gonna be fun. You see her, like grab his wrist with both hands and like examine, quote unquote, what's gone, what's not gone, what's left, and she just goes, okay. Okay, one sec. And she pulls Ziggy off her head, right? And she, like, sets him mid-air, and he, like, stays floating. Like, something is holding up this hat, but you can't see it. Upside down. And Ziggy is chortling the whole time. He's not angry, he's having a great time. And you see her, like, reach a hand in and, like, almost, like, rummage around and then not find what she's looking for. So she dives in a little more, and her whole arm goes into Ziggy. And she's still looking around. No, this one's too big. Oh, no, that one's got claws. Okay, hold on. And then you see, like, her whole upper half of her body disappears
I'm
into
in.
Ziggy
Climbs in
as he's still floating in midair. Right, and it takes her a few moments, and you can just hear mutterings. No, this one still has arm attached. Ooh, this one's slimy. Oh, this was Bev. Okay,
Wait a minute.
hold on. She'll be like, oh, this one, I think this one will work. And she pulls out, and it looks like a doll's hand, right? It looks like a doll's hand. And she goes and she holds up the guy's, wrist with nothing on the end of it. And she just sticks this doll's hand onto this wrist. And she starts like, oh, you know how a kid plays with like modeling clay and stuff? She starts kind of like trying to shape the already shaped hand. But as she's doing so, it starts to look more and more like his hand that he lost.
Okay, yeah. So you put the hand up against the poor lad's wrist, and watch as the holy seal that like magic that's holding the disease at bay just shatters. And the others look on in horror, thinking you've just doomed this lad. You watch as you need this hand on, your fingers brush over where the disease is, and it just disappears.
What the hell did I just watch?
But you slowly
have
watch
no
as she's
idea.
like kneading the wrist into the doll's hand, which slowly begins to look more and more humanoid.
Need just one more sec. And a freckle. Okay, done.
And as you let go, he's astounded. He's never seen magic like this. He's heard of it, being part of a temple, but has never seen anything like this, nor does he know what's actually happening. Full transparency. But he thinks he knows what's happening. And he looks, and you see him, that hand that you all clearly saw disappear a moment ago. He picks up and moves his fingers and has full control of that hand again.
Holy shit.
I'm dead.
How did you do that?
Magic. Ooh.
Ooh.
It wasn't that hard.
That was so cool.
This is probably going to be a long shot, but do you think you can help the big guy there with his problem?
Oh. As if she'd forgotten, she'll come back over and examine the black that's streaking across fence fur and go,
It looks like somebody colored on you with a marker.
No, that's not what happened.
Oh.
Oh.
I could try to erase it like a marker.
How is that gonna work?
Well, when you erase something, it's not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
So, like, this. Are you ticklish first?
No.
Good.
and then she'll just go up and like
And you
make a fist out of her hand and go to one of the black lines that are starting to crawl, up like I imagine his chest area, and just start like rubbing at it as if she's trying to wipe it away like a whiteboard.
Yeah, and you watch, the three of you watch with an astounded as she rubs against it, it disappears.
What the fuck?
And
Like marker.
Fenziris is gonna start to chuckle a little bit, but he's gonna try to stifle it.
You said you weren't ticklish.
I'm not.
She's gonna fist her other hand and start just like fucking with his fur. You know when you have like those velvet pillows or blankets and you keep like rubbing your hands over it to make it go one way and the other way and one way and the other way? That is basically all she's doing all over his abdomen right now. She's just fucking going to town like he's a fucking velvet blanket where any of those black marks are.
Bev's gonna be jealous.
Don't worry, the rest of you will get your times.
Ivari cannot help
He's
but grin at
jealous
this,
No,
holding it or
Bev's-
laughing.
Bev's jealous of the cow.
Look at the bar, guys.
Yeah, so
How fluffy he is. I wanna hug him.
so yeah, as Vale here, as most of you are aware,
She'll introduce herself when she's done.
yeah, formally. But as she slowly continues to wipe away this, she just continues to reach up and like pushes for left and then pushes for right, and then she'll move a little bit to continue like scrubbing. And after a couple moments, you all notice that she's gotten rid of like over half of the markings, which don't seem to regrow, come back after she wipes them away.
Looking down, I'm gonna be completely confused. Is there any black marks left?
There's still a little bit, but she's attending to them.
Well, I'm gonna try rubbing my rubbing myself to attempt to do the same thing to see if it works.
I hope Yavari is watching.
I am.
See, Yavari's
Ivari
like,
is
"Got my
holding in her
eyes."
laughter as best as she can, just staring.
So yeah, as you like run your hands over your body, right?
Uh-huh.
It no longer feels squishy.
Uh-huh.
And you feel once again the tightness of the muscles where they once were.
Okay. But like what I'm saying is like I'm trying to rub my hand over some of the black scars to see if I can just rub it off myself. Like
Oh yeah, no, as you move your hand over, it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't work for me.
That's okay.
And then she'll keep going, and then she'll get to like near where the wound originated, and it's not wiping away quite as bad, and she'll go, and she'll scrub harder, just like a little bit harder. As I'm doing this, do I know what this is? Can I detect what this is? What
Yeah,
exactly I'm getting rid of him for him?
So hello. Are you having fun?
So much fun.
I bet you weren't expecting to play Veil tonight.
I wasn't.
So you're literally scrubbing living death off of him.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I'm not
Oh,
joking.
that's so cool.
The Eric Hawker was infected with it and spread it through the wing cut. And it was basically dormant and just like a parasite that was just going to eat on the muscle there, which is why it was getting squishy. Until someone tried to cure it. At which point it didn't like that and literally murdered the dude's hand.
Oh my god.
And began to spread and actually become possessive and going, this host is dying now.
Yeah.
Because they've noticed.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So like you're literally wiping, you're saving his life.
Hey.
She has the power of WOG. Believe it and it happens.
Nice.
They have the power of God and anime on their side.
Basically.
Exactly. I know. I gotta find some veil art to send, but
Oh
yeah,
no,
she's doing
I got
this.
it. I got you. Don't worry. I'll send all the veil art right now.
As she's doing this,
Yeah,
she's like scrubbing at the wound a bit more. She'll go,
hey, listen.
and
What?
then she'll kind of like with her free hand, she'll tell him to bend down a little bit, right?
Okay.
Like bend at the waist.
Uh-huh.
As soon as he's in range, she's gonna reach up and grab one of his horns and pull him down even more, and go,
all right. I don't know what you think you got into, but death literally marked you, okay? And, dying isn't that fun, let me tell you. So maybe just don't do it again, because wiping it off one time, but if we catch it again, it's like stains a little bit and it gets a little harder. So, living death is, you don't want to live with it, okay? So maybe don't pick fights with birds, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
she'll like let him go, and then finish scrubbing him clean.
Hold on. Did you say what did you say? Same page, same plane, same plank?
The same plane.
Okay.
And yeah, and then as she finishes, she'll kind of like, dust her hands off and make him like, she'll like make a spinning motion, like make him do a little twirl.
Okay.
Does a twirl.
And make sure she's got it all off, and then make like a nod and give him a thumbs up, and then she'll take Ziggy off again, reach inside, pull out a lollipop big enough for the Minotaur, seemingly out of Ziggy, and go,
Okay, good job. You weren't too ticklish. You were right. Here you go.
Hesitantly takes the lollipop. I don't think he's ever had candy before.
Like giggle escapes Yavari before she quickly covers her mouth to keep from laughing more.
How did you do that?
Vale will look to the bunny and go,
Cause I'm Milana, of course.
Oh, no, is that your name?
Yeah, but you can call me Vale.
It's nice to meet you, Vale. And then she's gonna hold out a paw. My name is Basil. It's nice to meet you.
Yavari's just gonna give like a slight wave of her hand. Nice to meet you, Vale. Sorry for the awkward interaction. My name is Yavari.
It's okay. A lot of people get a little weirded out when they meet a god.
I'm sorry, a what?
What? I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Ziggy chortles. This whole time the hat has just been making noises and like its eyes have just been shifting between all of you.
I don't know.
Fox is having one hell of a time.
I love
Had
the
a
fox
wonderful time.
sounds.
Don't mind me.
I love the
No,
fox
you
sounds.
good. Dude,
Yavari-
right now I am scouring my files right now. I hope you know this.
Oh, there she is. I love her so much.
Yavari looks at Fenzeris a moment and then back to Vale. Thank you for, what you did.
Oh, of course. Is he your boyfriend or something?
Yavari, her ears turn dark red, and she looks stunned. No. And then she just quickly looks away.
Oh, he's my target.
You just see Vale look from Fen to Yavari to Fen to Yavari and go,
Oh, okay. I get it. No, I
Why does
don't,
this
but that's
feel
okay.
familiar? Yavari's tail quickly wraps around her leg. Okay. Well, then, again, thanks. She just feels awkward now.
Vale just be like, no, you guys seem kind of cute, but that's none of my business. I have a boyfriend. His name is Hark.
That's nice.
I know. Anyways,
I'm not
Well-
sure if I ever shared this before.
what class is Vale?
That's a hefty question.
I don't know if there is a class for Vale. She's
Technically, when
Cthulhu's
Vale,
daughter.
yeah, technically when Vale played, Vale was
I was warlock sorcerer.
warlock sorcerer.
Oh, okay. What kind of sorcerer? Because you were a hexblade. Wait, were you a hexblade?
Oh, I was not.
Oh, I heard there was a hexblade in the previous campaign. My bad.
Maybe I was. I don't
I
remember.
think you were.
I think I was.
Okay.
Yeah, you were a hexblade warlock wild magic sorcerer.
Oh, that's right. Because we played more on the wild magic than we did.
Yeah. And you were
That's funny
also a
'cause-
dampier.
Yeah, I was also
That's
damn here.
really you were? Because yeah, Kesney is a Dampier hexblade warlock, so that's very funny. I just happened to create a very similar character.
Oh my god! Yes, you better be finishing this.
That drawing is so old. I need to finish
You
it.
need to finish it. As all this is happening, Vale will just go,
Well,
what did I come here for? Did I come here for a specific reason?
Did you?
Is that what Vale
I was
says?
just- no.
What did I come
trying
here
to
for?
think.
So there's a character in a book series that we read that his like superpower is that he's always where he needs to be when he needs to be there. And so his random appearances everywhere is just like, oh, yep, just need to be there at that time.
How
Kind of sounds like
convenient.
this, yeah. Yeah, it's a very convenient plot driver.
Fox, I hope you know one of my D&D file names is called Fuck Me in the End.
Okay.
Man,
Okay.
your names
glad
are
I know that now.
wild anyway.
That's true.
But Vale's gonna go,
Well, this has been fun. I'm gonna go find my cat now.
You lost
Sorry.
Maybe I'll run into it again.
You lost your kitty cat?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
no.
did.
She's probably over drinking somewhere. Or she found something shiny.
That's me, guys. That's me. I'm sorry. I'm so emotional right now.
Oh, you're talking about the tabaxi.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, same to you. Stay away from living death, please. It's not very nice. So.
I will try to do so.
And and with that, Vale turns. You hear Ziggy. You see Ziggy turn on her head to look at you all as she walks out. Like the hat doesn't move, the face just moves on the hat.
yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, I wish
Just
I
to
could
turn
animate that.
and like chortle at Yavari before Vale disappears into the crowd.
Oh wait, oh yeah, Vale. It's okay, you'll be out. I'm
You-
just going to go outside.
Okay, you go outside and you see
Don't hurt me.
this bird as well as a small group of people.
Kuznia is playing his lute.
Yeah, a lute wielder, someone that's fiddling with his watch and telling it that it can't eat. A small bird.
Well, if this is the group Vale is walking into, the first one she'll address is the person yelling at their watch. She'll go,
But why can't he eat? Ziggy eats.
I want butter.
Hey, Donna, you there?
Oh, sorry. What?
You're being addressed. You were just yelling at your watch telling it that it can't eat.
Give me
Right.
the sauce.
Sorry, I was totally spacing off for a second.
it's okay. Vale will walk outside, see this elf yelling at his watch that the watch can't eat, and she'll go up and go,
Well, why don't you let him eat?
Does he look like he has a mouth?
Why don't you just give him one?
It is not a he, it's an it. It's a stupid watch. I just made him talk because I decided to.
Ziggy growls.
Oh, well. But if he's asking to eat, then that means he wants to eat.
I would like to feed.
So maybe you should just give him a mouth.
Listen to the girl.
And tell me, how exactly would he ingest this whatever?
Well, I mean, just like this.
And she'll pull out a piece of candy from her pocket, reach up and toss it into the air, kind of where Ziggy's mouth is, and Ziggy's mouth will open, and he'll swallow it and chew. And he makes his teeth make like grinding sounds the whole time.
Mine doesn't have one of those. It's a watch.
It's a different model.
I want to go home.
And I just kind of shake my wrist, right, menacingly, showing off the watch.
Vale is still confused.
But you made him, right? So you could just make him with a mouth.
I'm not unmaking him and remaking him, if that's what you're saying. I haven't got time for that.
He hits me.
Just
He
like
hates me.
draw a little mouth on there or
Domestic
something.
abuse occurs in this household.
I'm really going to hit you if you don't shut the fuck up.
You're gonna hit me?
No, not you, the stupid watch.
Perhaps it's really what I
Vale
want.
was ready. She was like, "Oh, please try to hit me."
Oh, wait a second. Hold
No,
on.
what
You
happened
gave-
is Bev's tingly senses would happen. She would go screeching around the corner. Oh!
The first character death of the campaign.
It's not even a character from the campaign.
It's not even a character from the campaign.
So, you're telling me that you went through all the effort of giving your watch pain receptors, but not a mouth?
Well, if I'd given it a mouth, I would have given it a stomach and a digestive tract and an arsehole, and I don't want it shitting and pissing all over my wrist. No. Just, why am I even having this conversation? It's a watch!
You're the one that made it
Too
living.
much.
That's great.
It's sentient so that it can perform calculations more exactly. If it has some imagination, then it can better solve my problems. I can't give it imagination without sentience, and I can't give it sentience without it having hunger, but I can't give it a mouth without it shiting on me either.
I love how genuinely angry Dick sounds. He sounds so genuinely
Would
pissed.
you like me to give it a mouth for you?
No!
Because then it'll shit on my wrist.
Oh yes.
Yes.
This is all very canon.
Oh my god.
God, if I'm ever clipping
Just-
anything, it's this scene.
I
I
have
hope
no
you
mouth
know.
and I must eat.
Just tell it that he can only eat knowledge or whatever.
It can only eat the color blue.
Your hair looks tasty.
Dictation, nothing.
He's at a loss.
Vale
He just
shrug.
shakes his head.
Well, I wish your watch happiness.
I bet you do.
It was worth a try.
And not you specifically.
And then she'll look to the owl that is just staring at her, I assume.
Oh yeah, he's fascinated by Ziggy.
How tall is Nemu?
Let me look at him.
Nemu's like
I need
3
3
foot
foot something.
something. 3
okay,
foot 5.
so he's a little shorter. He's shorter than Vale.
He is. I'll give you
Vale
the
will
exact
step over.
measurement.
I'm like,
He is 3'3".
okay,
Great.
okay, yeah, he's a whole foot shorter than Vale. She'll step over and just go, "Hi."
How did you how? And he like kind of points at Ziggy.
Vale fang tooth just grins.
You like Ziggy?
Yes.
Me too.
Ziggy chortles at Nemu.
I've never seen a hat move on its own.
Oh,
How does he do it?
well, I mean, you could ask him.
She'll bend down a little bit to where Ziggy is like eye level with Nemu. And
Nemu,
Ziggy is very
like,
amused by the owl person.
and Nemu just like does like the big like anime like twice like blink blink, and then he goes, "How do you move?"
Ziggy chortles. He like
Has-
chortles, and you see like he actually takes one of his eyes and makes it go all the way down to like the tip of the hat and then
Uh-huh.
back, just to fuck with the owl.
Nemo's eyes get bigger if that's even possible. And he just goes, I see. He has no idea, but he's just gonna be like, I see, as if he does understand.
They'll go, do you want to give him a piece of candy? He likes candy.
And Nemo excitedly just goes, yes, please, I would love to.
They'll reach in her pocket and pull out a lollipop and hand it to Nemo.
And Nemo just like holds it, looks at the hat, looks at the lollipop, looks at the hat, and he like offers it.
You see, Ziggy's real pointed teeth start to grind a little bit, and then they actually kind of protrude a little bit off the hat and snatch the top of the lollipop and snap it right off the stick.
Ah.
And then they grind, and then the mouth opens and even sticks out. It's like a long black tongue that almost looks like the hat itself. It's like pointed, and he sticks out the tongue and then takes the stick from Nemo's hands. It like wraps around the stick, and he pulls that into his mouth as well.
Nemo claps. He's amazed. He's just like, wow. He's like having the best trip of his life, basically, is how I would describe it.
Vale giggles.
So Kesnia casts prestidigitation to make a sound of like a grand applause.
Perfect.
Belle will bow lightly at the waist, and then she'll go, she'll like lean into Nemu a little bit and whisper and go,
do you want to wear him for a minute?
Oh my god, God bless your soul. Sorry.
I hope you know
Nemo
I'm genuinely
nods.
fucking crying. This is
Oh my
wonderful.
god, I have the biggest shitting grin on my face right now. You have no idea.
I just want, the only thing that has to come out of this, because Ziggy has never been on anyone but Vale, I need art of Nemu wearing Ziggy.
Oh my god. Yes. Nemu just nods vigorously.
And you see Vale like look up, like her eyes kind of roll up a little bit as she's looking at the underside of her hat. And she kind of speaks in a language that sounds very, very weird and kind of like echoes around.
Does she speak deep?
No, she's not speaking deep.
Why'd you
And
Nemu would know it actually.
And you'll see her have a short little converse, and you'll see Ziggy will chortle, and taking that as acceptance, Vale will lift Ziggy off her head and place him on Nemu. And then all of a sudden, you can actually hear a voice in your head.
Oh my god, I can actually hear Ziggy talk to me. This is a dream come true.
This is great. I love it. And the first thing you hear is,
And Nemu's just like, oh, I'm hearing things.
Are you?
I think so.
the gift.
Anya. Nemu is just like kind of looking around, but also he's just like, I know this is in my head. He's just kind of like, kind of standing stiff as well, as if not to disrespect the hat in some form.
Vale, who can still hear him, she goes,
oh, come on, Ziggy, at least say hi.
Nemo kind of like points at the hat. It's the hat that's talking. My bad, Ziggy.
Who's the voice of Ziggy? We should like Dune be the voice of Ziggy.
I would have Dune if he didn't just go AFK.
Oh,
No, I'm here.
Oh, he's back. Would you like to voice Ziggy?
Would you like
I
to
don't think I
voice
can do
Ziggy?
it. I don't have a voice for Ziggy. It doesn't. Nothing comes to mind. Nothing that I can do,
That's
anyways.
okay.
How about you, Donna? You got a voice for Ziggy?
No.
It's okay.
What would you like to voice?
No. We'll leave it up to everybody's imagination. He sounds like what you imagine he sounds like.
Sounds like Krabby.
I was thinking the Sorting Hat for some reason.
No,
Gryffindor!
definitely not.
You know, I still think of it as the first picture that you sent of Ziggy, which was the dude from that fucking anime.
Oh yeah, no, the teeth grinding. Is that? Let me see.
Are you talking? You're talking about fuck. I know who you're fucking talking about because it's from Soul Eater, isn't it? No.
Oh,
No.
No. It's
You're
from
talking
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Yeah, that guy. That
Yeah.
guy. Sorry.
But all he does is grind his teeth. He doesn't even
Yeah.
talk. He's just like, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Nima goes, Ziggy's talking.
And Ziggy will just go, well, who did you think it was?
Or he be a pirate?
He be a pirate.
Who do you think it
So
was?
I'm trying to get my head,
This is a
head around,
beautiful world.
trying to wrap my head around this. Is this a familiar?
Nope.
It's an artifact, a sentient.
No, we don't even know what Ziggy is
Okay,
yet.
Ziggy's his own
Ziggy
damn
is.
thing.
Ziggy is.
exists.
Ziggy
To give you an idea, Eldrick, the party never figured out exactly what Ziggy was.
We quickly just accepted Ziggy. It was just kind of like, yeah, Ziggy's just
Ziggy is
Ziggy.
an infinite bag of holding, but with no restrictions. Ziggy is
Ziggy ate
plane
a
to a different
curse.
world.
Ziggy ate a lethal curse. And
Oh yeah, that's why he
survived.
sparkles.
Yeah, he has
That's why he's got
sparkles.
spots.
That's why he's got spots.
And that particular, the drawing of like Bev's, I mean not Bev, what am I saying? Of Vale's like sprite doesn't have the lines on it. I completely forgot. But if you look at the one where she's holding out her hand, Ziggy does have some like lines and stuff on him.
Yeah, he's got like a discoloration.
I got you. That's my favorite picture of the three.
Oh, that's when she was
That's
dancing
from
with
the
Hark.
dancing, yeah, with Hark.
That's a
In the
story for
ballroom
another
that she
time.
realized wasn't real.
Listen, they're boyfriend and girlfriend now. It's canon. It's fine. Anyways.
She reconstituted him.
Totes.
Yeah, I made him real. It's fine. I went back in time and saved him, and then
You
fucked
didn't
everything
make
up.
him real. He just always was.
He just always was, exactly. Yeah, after Vale tells Ziggy to say hi, and he says hi, he will like mysteriously float up off of Nemu's head and back onto Vale's, almost as if like his own volition. Like he's like, okay, this was cool, but I'm done now.
This is
this isn't home. I'm done.
I
I'd be
so
over it.
hard want to go like Bev mode right now. But I can't.
Stick to your
this-
character.
I am. I'm trying so hard right now.
Drugs?
Nemu just like thanks you for this experience because this was a very interesting one.
It was a super enriching experience for the owl.
Yeah,
Question.
basically.
Do I recognize her as a fellow Dampier? Well, I don't even really know if I know myself if I'm a Dampier, but I don't know.
I mean, you definitely would have noticed the fangs from how much grinning and laughing she'd have been doing.
Do I also have fangs?
Do you?
I mean, I have a fanged bite, so I guess I do.
You can. Fanged bite
Never
can
liked-
be your fangs grow when you bite, because that's also how some Dampier work. But you can choose whether you have permanent fangs or not. Vale did.
Interesting.
Vale's
Well, I
got
don't.
things.
I don't think I know enough about myself to notice that difference, though. So never mind. Never mind.
You should explore yourself at night.
Preferably alone.
No one's around.
So nobody has to experience that.
Preferably when no one else is around. Vale will just kind of like curtsied to Nemu. And right before she's gonna leave, she'll go, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't get your name." Oh wait, Ziggy says it's Nemu, right?
And Nemo's like, "Yeah, yes, it is my name."
Cool, I'll remember that.
I didn't ask what your name was.
Oh, you can call me Vale. All my friends do.
Nice to meet you, Vale. And, Ziggy.
Ziggy chortles.
Oh my god. Much nourishment for not just Nemo, but also me.
Does anybody else want to interact with Vale before she wanders?
Mr. Bard.
Anybody else?
Sure. I sing a song about this mystical hat that seems to be flying around from person to person, and I kind of make up the lyrics. I just make up this story about this magical hat.
Okay,
Can you sing for us?
Go ahead and roll. Let's see how good this makeup
Roll
is.
performance.
Yeah.
Sing it for me, Eldrick. Tell me about the magical hat.
It's not bad.
16? Yeah.
Vale doesn't mind the song. She even kind of dances a little. Wishes Hark was here to enjoy it with her, but Ziggy does not enjoy the song. But he doesn't enjoy it anyway.
Do I
I'm sorry.
know? Okay, hold on. Can I roll an insight? Do I notice that the hat is upset with me?
You can roll insight. You
Yeah,
don't notice that the hat is
No
upset
clue.
with you.
Insensitive
Hat
as
loves it.
shit.
It's your best friend.
Love it. Yeah.
You're too busy making up lyrics to notice that the hat is like literally growling and like vibrating angrily.
He's my best fan. He's my best fan. Awesome.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want it to end. It's so good. But
If nobody has anything else.
So does the cow come back out of the temple? I'm kind
Yeah,
of
let's say at this point
oh
that
yeah,
the
you
rest
guys
of the
seem
group
to
comes
bring
back
him out.
out.
Yeah, the
So
three of
first
you
thing,
the three of you head out and notice that Vale is now with the rest of the group.
Oh, you met the little girl who does the magics.
Yes, and that. No, the hat. The hat. The hat.
The hat.
I love
It's got
that
a
he
face
was
on it.
obsessed with Ziggy.
The hat.
What about that?
His
Do I-
name is Ziggy.
Okay.
He's amazing.
Does
As-
Kesnia notice that the wound is gone?
Yeah, it would be blatantly obvious since he doesn't wear much clothing to begin with.
Oh, perfect. Temple, easy solution. Heal. Good job.
No, the
Yeah.
temple didn't do anything.
Yeah,
It's
guy lost his
actually
hand.
her.
Yeah, his hand disintegrated. It was there, and then it went poof.
And
And
then
then the
and then
virus showed up.
and then Vale made a new one out of stuff in a hat. I don't understand how it works.
Bunch of stuff and a hat.
Disintegrated.
My dog is talking, but that's fine.
Okay. As you all are doing things, I need you all to roll perception.
Where did my thing go?
Nemo, I need you to go the fuck out of here.
What do I
because-
see?
Natural 20 again? It wasn't 2 in a row. It was 20, then something else,
nat
then
one.
20 again.
You son of a
No.
bitch! You took it
No
from me.
good rolls. No.
This happened twice in
This has happened twice.
Oh,
the same
it is.
session.
This is
Yeah.
4 natural 20s tonight and 2 natural ones. That is crazy.
It
Nemo
all
is
happens when you're in
glamored.
the presence of a god. But yeah, so Kesnia and Basil, I get to pull you two aside.
Ooh, to the forever box.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So as you two are looking around while the others are debating about the intricacies of how this child made the disease or whatever it was go away, You notice, both of you notice the child begin to shimmer, and within a matter of seconds, with a small flourish of her hand and a sort of wave, she just disappears into thin air. Not moving, not walking away, just gone.
So no incantation, no verb, like nothing, no spell.
Nothing,
incantation.
just gone.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
now you're both armed with that information.
Cool. Awesome.
Well,
Oh,
I wonder if we'll ever see them again.
Where did they go? They were there, and then it just was like sparkle, sparkle, sparkling. Good.
And then she was rubbing her hand on the things, and then they rubbed off, but I couldn't do it.
at
What
this
happened?
point, I want Finn to walk back up.
Yeah, Finn at this point walks up and notices as she's walking up you notice a small pouch on the ground.
Ooh.
A little
I'll pick
bit
it up.
from the group, but as you pick it up, Finn, you notice that
Mhm.
there's
What did I pick up?
powder inside.
Oh.
And before anyone asks, no, it's not that kind of powder.
Fairy dust?
Pouch full of powder.
That's-
Okay.
But as you open up, you
Drugs.
recognize it as having come from the astral sea.
Drugs.
Okay.
That's
Astral
what I was
sea
waiting
salt?
for.
Okay.
But at that point, it is Finn does regroup with the rest of the party, who seem just astounded.
Basil's
you
gonna
go?
like yeah. Basil will have grabbed onto a piece of Fendrill's fur and like tug at it like lightly, and he's like,
Oh,
she's
Finn.
good.
And Xeris.
Yeah.
Fenzirus, sorry, Fenzirus.
Too,
Thank you.
too. He's gone.
It-
She's gone. She's gone.
But she was just here. I was telling a story about what happened in there, and then what?
Yep,
just-
she's gone.
She turned into sparkles and just poof.
No spells or anything. I'm very confused.
Well, didn't she say she was a god?
Wait, no.
Wait, she said she was a god?
Hold on. I'm trying to remember which area she said this in. Never
I
mind.
mean, we
Ignore
could
that
say
statement.
that you got
Ignore
that
that
from
statement.
you. She did say that to Fen, Yavari, and Basil.
Never mind. Ignore that.
Maybe she really was. Maybe she wasn't kidding. Maybe she really was a god.
Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Gods aren't real. It couldn't be.
That's the veil effect.
I mutter a prayer to the Raven Queen after hearing
Sorry.
Fenn's statement. Like, no. I definitely believe I'm not with him.
Oh my
I don't
God,
associate.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Okay. I forgot they had that in common.
Non-believer.
Okay.
Do you think
Finn walks up after picking up this pouch and goes, I leave you for 2 seconds and you meet a god?
Yeah, where'd you go? You ran off, and then a girl showed up, and then my thing got healed because it was like marker or something, and then just goes off on telling this fucking story and rambling.
Well, at least you're healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all she did was put a hand there, and it was like whoosh. He was gone, and then she tickled him, and he tried not to laugh, but he still was kind of laughing, and it was
I didn't
really
laugh.
cute.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you say, so wink.
Kezia
Wow.
mentions that he is starving. We really need to find a source of food before too long, or else I'll keel over.
You tried eating your coat?
What? What?
It's made of leather. You can eat that.
I'm not. No, I like my coat.
You
Just
lost.
looks like question mark.
I mean, you're made of steak, and we're not eating you.
I don't
What are you
eat
made of?
animals. Ugh.
It's not an animal. It's a coat.
You're an animal, dork.
Yeah, you're not eating me.
That's
You
racist.
mentioned eating you. I said I'm sorry. Whatever.
Alrighty,
I'm sorry. I'm poking at
angry.
you. I'm poking at you with stupid. I'm sorry.
Let's not
Anyways,
hurt
let's
each
eat.
other.
I literally stop the next person that is around us, like who's passing our path. Like, hey,
Anybody.
do you know of an inn nearby that we can get some food? I'm starving.
Why don't you just go to the yard with us?
you. Go away.
Stop punching me!
I'm being
Unironically, surprising enough, the woman you stop is like an old crone, as she's
Perfect.
just
Silent
leaving
fit.
the temple. She's got a big hooded robe and a walking stick that seems to be made from a gnarled old oak or something, maybe. And she kind of looks up at you and glances, and for a second you're taken aback. As she looks at you, you notice that both of her eyes are missing.
Oh.
Well, you know how to find them.
It doesn't deter me. It doesn't deter me at all. I'm just like, yeah, continue. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so she looks up to you, both eyes missing, and grins, and without missing a beat, lifts her stick and points to a building a couple houses down, a couple establishments down, and goes, it's not great, dearie, but
Granny.
if you require sustenance,
Granny always
it'll
provides.
suffice for now.
Replenishments.
And
I
with that,
thank
she
her.
just instantly walks off, like doesn't listen to anything else you have
okay.
to say, and walks off.
I was in the middle of like rummaging into my coin pouch for gold to give her, but she's gone. So I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah,
oh
you
well.
see her walk past you, and when you turn, she's gone.
What is it with this town and old ladies?
I don't know, but she seemed to remind me of that makeup lady.
What makeup lady?
The one we got your makeup. You
You
were
just
right
walked up to an
there.
empty stall and you came back with a bunch of paint.
Oh, you didn't see the person at the stall?
There was nobody there. You were just there by yourself. It was weird.
It was so weird.
And you never questioned or you never asked me what?
I
No,
asked,
you
but you
just
weren't paying
assumed you
attention. You
stole it.
just rubbed paint on me, and I was like, okay.
Oh,
That was fun.
I'm gonna start
okay.
walking away.
Yeah, we go to the building.
Hey, you all walk in. The establishment is full to the brim. Several people, several elves, it appears, elves and half elves, are busy serving dishes.
Seeing how crowded it is, I halt the group. Go on.
No, go on.
Okay, so I actually cast disguise self to make myself look in really like rich costume, and I go and find exactly that many riches. I go and find the proprietor, and I ask if they have a private dining room. I'll pay.
We're a public establishment, sir.
It's just very crowded.
As much as I appreciate your patronage, I must say that we do not partake in the private dining experience.
Okay, do you have room for? I guess I look around. Is there room for us to sit somewhere?
There's a couple of tables open, you can see.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
not
his accent just dropped.
Well, no, this is DM talking
I have
to
to fucking try. Really. I had to try
no
for
worries,
that.
No worries, that was
I
good.
appreciate the effort.
No,
Yeah.
I do. I loved it.
It kind of came out without the filter, and then I was like, "Fuck it, we're here now. This is what we're going with."
You're
So I,
You're like
I
a-
actually I try to mimic the accent, and
Oh my god.
I tell him that okay, well, send someone over to that table. We need some food, and I go and I gather the group and lead them to a table.
And is going to the opposite table.
Yeah, you hear him go, absolutely, sir. And
you were like a Swedish water boy. It was weird.
That's good H2.
But you all sit down, and very soon a a young
Well, that was
half-elf
convenient.
woman comes over, looking over each of you and taking your orders. I'm not gonna bother going through. I'm gonna assume you all are gonna get what normally is for you all.
You've already
Yep.
just gets a chai tea. She's not hungry.
Okay.
Tea?
Just saying, it has been
In
a
your
while
cup
since we've eaten.
The only reason I'm doing this instead of letting you guys choose is because, as I was about to explain, she explains that today it's because of the cathedral being open. They're doing, you can come in and eat for however long for one price, basically, like some hibachis and
It's a
stuff do.
buffet.
The buffet.
All you can eat.
Oh, God.
It's not all you can eat, but you can come in and get a meal, and
First
you
time.
guys don't all have to pay individually. It's just one flat fee for all of you.
Oh.
And Xeris looks down in disappointment.
Okay, well, playing the noble role, I will go ahead and pay for the table.
Very clearly, she's like, it'll be like 2 gold, is what
Alright,
she tells
done.
you.
2
And she
gold.
gladly takes your food, and you all, as she walks off with your orders and the gold, you all have a minute or 2 to discuss things as food is being made.
Alright, so I look like a noble human, and so I just, it's kind of funny that nobody ever reacts to my disguises. I don't look like I normally do, but I led you to this table anyway, and you guys are like, okay, yeah, let's follow this random stranger. But
Oh,
anyway,
I went to the other table.
Because
They went to the
why
other
do you bother
table.
disguising yourself? No, everybody knows it's you.
I disguise myself. Well, I don't need to explain myself to you.
I'll be
Okay,
quite honest,
whatever.
I didn't know you were disguising yourself as a human. I just heard a noble.
The robes.
So I
Yeah.
I figured it was just
Yeah.
like a change of robes, like maybe your hair slicked back or tied in a ponytail. Or
Well,
something.
one key part about my character is that I'm a dampier, so my skin is actually super pale, and because I'm a Shadar Kai, I actually have gray skin, so like I'm super weird looking. So I try to look as something else all the time.
Hey, you're traveling with 2 elves with bright blue hair.
That's
One of which
true, but
glows
you're-
in the dark, like you're not the strangest looking.
Yeah,
But
eyes
you're
And a
that are
still-
literally
spectral
the
dog and a
cosmos.
rabbit and an owl.
A
Like-
spectral dog and an owl.
I'm a Minotaur. You know what? You're right. I don't travel on the weirdest companion. Anyways, it's fine. I actually, who's sit? I guess the table situation. Are we all sitting at one table? It's kind of a big table, or like 2 tables?
I like to think we got a booth.
A booth?
We get a booth. I think
Yeah, I'm with that.
Don't know.
Are there ye old booths?
There are
did-
ye old booths.
Do they have? Okay. Do they have high chairs?
somebody put the owl in a high chair.
There are a
They
lot of
do
them.
have a single free high chair.
For halflings and gnomes and the such.
So a high chair gets pulled over and the owlin gets placed in the high chair. Although it's not like a
Oh
high
my
chair like a
God.
baby's high chair, it's a high chair that's literally a high chair.
Wait a second though. You said
yeah.
gets placed. I just imagined somebody like holding the owl. Who's holding the owl?
One of the waiters comes over and helps with that.
Places me.
Wow.
He like
Quality
sounds like
service.
basically like a plushie.
Yeah.
And he,
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Toys.
Just a
But
big
he can't
squishmallow.
because he's not a stuffed animal. And they
Oh my
pick him up and they put it in there. And Nemu's just like, did that just happen?
No, I didn't mean to do that.
All right, so
Sorry.
to bring it a little bit serious, Keznia starts talking to the group. He goes, "All right, so here's what we know. We need to make money. We all have our own skills and expertises. So maybe tomorrow we should all divide up, go out into the city, and see how much money we can make. And see if this is a viable option to try to fix up our tavern."
Don't trust Nemu with money.
We'll send someone with Nemu. We'll divide this out based on skill, I think. Yeah.
Good what?
So, like, I think you can make money in the fighting pits. That's obvious, right? Dick, you seem to know potions. Maybe you can make some money by making potions and selling them.
Maybe.
Well, what about honestly the Haringen, Basil? I don't know what your skills are. You say you're from a carnival. Are you like an entertainer? Can you help me perform for people?
Yeah, where you from, Rabbit?
I'm from the Witchlight.
Where's that?
It's like a carnival, right? In the Fae.
A Witchlight carnival. We're in the kind of like our own little pocket realm.
Okay, so were you like a tightrope walker?
Oh, I played music while my partner did more acrobatic tricks.
Wait,
Did
you
some
play music?
acrobatics.
Okay, well, why don't you and I, make some money performing for maybe some upper end inns in like the noble quarter?
I play mean drums.
Do you really? I
We're
look
man.
He does
Starts
genuinely.
just like slapping the table in a rhythm.
Okay,
Oh
is
my
it good? Is it good? Is it
Is
is
it good?
is it
It's half
convincing you?
decent.
It's half decent. Is it better than like what you would make in a fighting pit?
I don't.
I don't know how to
Okay.
correlate how his
Out of
drumming skills would be better
okay.
than how he would perform in the fighting pit
Out
in
of
this moment.
I would
out of
divide and
character.
conquer.
Out of character, I don't think the fighting pits are such a good idea since how dangerous they are.
That's true, especially if it's every time it's a fight to the death. That's
Not every
eventually
time.
gonna
It's
be
not
bad.
every
Not every
time. That was
time,
just
they
that
didn't
time.
want to fight for money like
Okay.
that.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
we can kind of divide your time. Maybe sometimes you can go and fight, and sometimes you can help us entertain.
But
But
I
I
can't
think
fight all the time, sure.
we need to make some money, guys, because we're running low.
What's our band name?
Oh my
That's a
god.
good
My God.
question.
Finn is,
And a small.
Finn is just
Two
like the
talls and a
nitwits.
small. Wait, but no, because it's not really two talls. Because I'm like I'm actually less than 6 foot, so like I'd say it's like tall, medium, and small.
Fen is gonna lift up his arms and say, I like Fenziris and others.
Fenziris
The
and
size
others.
difference.
Findrel, you just hear Findrel from the like the end of the table under his breath, just. And I like not being here.
Okay, I look at the cow. I'm like, okay, cow. I look at the herring and I go, okay, rabbit. I turn myself into a tabaxi. And then I go, how about this? We could be like the zoo or something.
What?
And you
The
hear
barnyard.
Dication just
Okay, hold
shout
on,
out.
hold
Sparkles
on.
fill the
You
air.
could call
No,
call yourself
no.
domesticated rodents.
No. Nemu looks over and he just goes, "That's racist."
That's racist as fuck.
This is out of character, but all I can picture in my head is as sparkles fill the air. You see the words "the size difference."
The size difference.
Oh
The DM
Okay.
has spoken. That's what the band name is.
No
The
way.
size
That's
difference.
no. That's
The
that is
barnyard.
exciting.
Fuck.
The barnyard.
I was
The
thinking the barnyard. That's what I was
fuck.
thinking.
I
The
told
barnyard
you.
fucks. I love it.
Oh my god.
I try another shape. What's another animal? Animal humanoid.
Um.
First one that comes to mind is an owl bear, but I guarantee you don't want to turn into an owl bear right now.
That I can't turn into an owlbear. It doesn't have the same proportion of limbs. That's a four-legged creature. I'm a biped. I have to be a biped. So I turn into a satyr. Yeah, a satyr, a goat man. How's this? Barnyard fucks?
All I can think of is like Mr. Tumnus.
Oh my
I
god.
love, dude. I had a huge crush on Mr. Tumnus when I was a kid.
Oh my god.
Gonna be
That
100%.
tracks. That makes so much sense.
He was so fucking hot.
I was gonna
Okay.
be like, to be fair, the actor is really attractive. So.
Yes,
I,
exactly.
I look around and
she's sweet.
I'm starting to draw some eyes by changing my shape so often. I change back into my noble garb and I go, we could talk about this later.
How do you
Oh
do that?
my
What are you?
God.
Some sort of shape changer?
I'm a bard, yeah. I can disguise myself. Bards can do that.
I've never heard
Nemu
of it.
looks over. Right.
Hmm.
I turn into a 6-foot owl and I go, yeah. And I turn back.
Nemu is just like, what the fuck?
How are you doing that so quickly?
Finn just makes eye contact with Dick across the table and just gives him the look like, what the fuck are we doing? Just
He
what
looks
the
back
fuck are we
as if to
doing?
say, I don't fucking know.
Hey, Red.
You've already snapped out of her thoughts. What?
You've been pretty quiet up there.
And?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you want to talk or something.
Kezia chimes in. So what do you do? How can you make us some money?
Dick just snorts.
Do you really want to know?
I look at Dick.
I want to know.
Dick
Dick
is
gets real
immediately
excited.
interested in the conversation suddenly.
Not taking like social cues at all. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's right. He said you're a whore. Is that right?
You've already grits her
Nemu-
teeth and closes her eyes tightly. I suggest you watch it. And her
Oh.
tail is like thrashing a little bit under the table.
Thump, thump.
I look at Dick and I go,
She's
hey, Dick, I think you're wrong. I don't think she is.
Kezia.
Yeah.
You shouldn't call her that. That's a naughty word.
Oh, I thought that was a profession. Yes?
No.
And Nemu just like
I think
looks
they
up
prefer
and just like
sex
looks
workers.
away.
Usually not by choice.
There's a guild for it
Not
and
on this,
everything.
not in this day and age.
Well, wait, there's a guild for it and everything. Like, are you sure?
That's not a guilt. I may be new, but this is one thing that I did learn from adventurers. It's probably not that.
Finn is contemplating knocking himself out with Nahara. He
Just
just
to
like look at the
avoid
end of the
this.
staff and go, huh, if I hit myself just right.
Pretty much. Siri just like whines a little under the table, just like, no, please.
Don't leave me alone with them.
Just
So,
please.
if you're not a whore, then what
Oh,
do you
stop.
do?
You've already didn't just glares at him. Say it one more damn time.
I'm sorry. I
Oh.
said okay. You're
wouldn't do it.
getting all hot and bothered, but I did say you're not one. And those are the words I said. You're not one. So what are you? What do you do?
You've already just sighs and then takes a moment. Well, before I met you people, all of you,
You mean? Wait, I interject. You mean we saved you?
saved, sure. Well, let's call it that.
Who saved who?
I mean,
I
to
don't
be
remember
fair, you
you
didn't really
doing a
save
damn
her.
thing.
You knocked her unconscious the
Yeah.
first thing y'all did.
Okay, I didn't do nothing. I was
don't
watching the
remember
door. I
us
was
doing
watching the
her any
door.
favors.
I just heard that she was tied up in the room and that we untied her. That's the story
yes,
I got.
Before the
chasing her tits off.
You might
See, I wasn't there. I didn't get that
and
story.
hero into an assault.
Anyways, you were saying.
As I was saying, before you all came along, I mostly just kind of stole, and she takes a moment, had special talents with others, just one night stands, and then before they would wake up, I would take whatever I could find and leave.
So you're a whore and a thief.
You've already slammed her fist on the table. I said don't.
You all watch as this happens, that the
Oh
candles
my
on the table
God.
all immediately flicker brighter for a second.
Ooh.
Okay.
Finn smacks the back of Dick's head with Nahara.
Punk.
Just light enough for her to be like, can we not?
Basil's gonna wave her hand and her paw in the air.
Yeah, buddy, what if you painted your pictures? They're so pretty.
Vivari looks a little surprised by that idea before she thinks about it. Well, I guess it's better than staying over at strangers' places overnight a couple times.
Well,
Have to do those sleepovers. I don't like sleepovers with people I don't like either.
Vivari slightly grins at that. Sleepovers. That's a nice way to put it.
So we just need to figure out what all of us can do to bring in some money. Unless somebody else has an idea. Maybe there's like bounty boards
I'm gonna
or
tell you this right now. Nemu
missions.
has no fucking talents other than gambling his money away. so
No, yeah,
he's
actually.
useless.
So Dick looks at Nemo. Oi,
Oh.
Nemo. Are you good at spotting things with those giant eyes of yours?
Nemu thinks for a second.
It has that one on both perception throws tonight.
Right?
Watch, he's an amazing card counter, and he can
counter.
make like really
But
great gambling
But
plays.
Nemo has to be smashed.
Because Nemu's fucking stupid. Nemu thinks so, yes.
Well, if I show you a picture of some plants, can you fly out and find them?
Sure. As long as I have them with me, though, when I go to find them. Because I will forget. Nemu has small brain. Or not small brain, but brain that will forget.
Quite literally
Of
small
course,
brain.
of course.
Then Nemu will do his best.
You know,
I'll go with feathers.
Excellent.
you know, there was that one woman who was trying to buy magical items for what was it, a platinum? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
didn't we
yeah.
fucking con her?
Well, not exactly. That was a very historic artifact, right, Dick? You said it was old and it was magical.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it was
It was
magical, alright.
at least, for 5 minutes or so.
I want to
So
roll
we-
an insight. Does that? So wait, am I piecing the? I want to know if Kesnia pieces that together.
What about it would make you think that he's lying, though?
He did say for
Uh,
about 5 minutes or so. He just
Exactly.
admitted
So
it.
what do you mean by 5 minutes? Do I catch that essentially? So I'm gonna do an insight. Let's see if I do.
You weren't told the roll yet?
Sorry.
Fox, Fox.
I'll let the roll slide now, but Zyken's right.
Okay, I'll ask. I did, but yeah, I'll wait for a response.
Yeah, so you did hear it.
Okay. So wait, 5 minutes. All right. Well, I kind of like shrug. I'm like, okay. Well, regardless of that, we don't have any magic items to give her. Like, where would we even find magic items?
Glances at Finn.
You don't have any magic items to give her.
Does anyone have any magic items to donate?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No.
I'm all out of magic items.
I mean,
Maybe we can-
I could make some, but it'll take a while.
Donovan, this is also why I banned you from playing Artificer. Because God forbid you had the ability to make magic items on a whim.
Infinite money glitch.
Infinite money
Yeah.
glitch, quite literally.
Basil's gonna look at her ring and be like,
Well, technically, yes, but this is my only way home.
Which means it's staying with you.
Yeah, you don't need to do that, Fluffy.
Some of us
how,
don't have a way home.
How do we get magic items to sell for money? We would have to do some.
Well, what-
Thievery?
What?
Who or,
Looting?
What?
who or
I
what
don't know.
has magic items?
No one has magic items except for that ring that we just mentioned.
No.
Sorry.
Finn, shut up.
What?
I love it here.
That bird that like teleported away that had a magic item, and then we fought some sort of octopus monster guy, and he just like disappeared through a portal. They have magic items, right?
So you're saying that we should try to find other people's magic items and take them?
Are you
Like,
saying we should go back into the tunnels?
I mean, that's where those bad guys were, right?
fuck it, let's do it. Like, we got our food, we got our drink. Let's go and see what we can find.
It's actually at this point that the waiter comes back with your food.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This is all
Okay.
within the minute.
This
Yeah,
is
this is
all
all
within
within
like
minutes
a
of
minute
food
or
cooking.
two, which was actually like 5 or 10 minutes. Because
Okay,
of how full
sorry.
the place was. So you all have just gotten your food.
Excellent.
Nom, nom, nom,
And it
nom,
is
nom, nom, nom.
a heaping helping for all of you. You all are definitely not being underfed.
Can we get temporary hit points?
Ask me again in 5 minutes.
So I just want to clarify.
Go ask your mother.
I have a big bowl of green leaves in front of me.
Go ask
You-
your father.
Sure.
Awesome.
Whatever you want.
We all are eating our preference.
Wow, this is so.
It's,
Although
it's
mine
a
is
piece
not
of
served on the
giant for
table.
Finn.
Listen. It's okay.
This is bigger than me head.
Yeah, if she says that in character, Finn straight up spits out what he's drinking and starts dying of laughter.
It's not bigger
She
than
did.
mine.
She did say that in character. If it's in
Yeah, then
a
that's
Scottish
straight up
accent,
happening.
if I'm
Okay.
talking in an accent, that's Basil actually talking.
Because
He's doubled over,
because
choking on whatever he's drinking.
the elbows Fen and goes, which head? Ah.
You've already looked a little surprised before she grins.
And the party is bonding. God is pleased this day.
Oh, you're welcome. Vale was here.
Dude.
Please don't choke.
That makes
Whoa.
him die harder.
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, I missed it.
Who's choking?
She said, "Please don't choke."
Who's choking? How big are?
Finn
big
goes,
is the thing
"Nobody's
they're
choking.
choking on?"
Nobody's
Oh.
choking.
No.
You see Finn immediately like stop choking, like literally force himself to stop choking. Nobody's choking.
Considering how
Raise that type of bitch in this household.
What the
is
fuck
there any
is going on over there?
is there any music in this tavern? What's the
what?
ambiance? What's the ambiance? Is there any music? Is there just a bunch of crowds? Like what's going on?
It's just a very large amount of people. It's a relatively big building, so there's probably a solid 50 or 60 people in here. And most of the ambiance is by the torches and the windows, and just the sounds of the other people talking and eating.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna assume that I finished kind of quick compared to everybody else because of how I eat. So I'm just going to start up a tune and start playing my lute.
Oh.
Okay.
Fenziris is gonna notice this and pounding the table in rhythm
Oh no!
for the loot.
Oh
The
no, he's
band's
gonna break
first
the
Both of you roll
table.
me performance.
The band's first performance.
Moon thinks Vale is cute.
Oh, thank you. That means
Yours is better than mine. I don't have the proper instruments, you see.
Fen,
If I had-
you smack the table, and all of you see a crack form on the top as he continues rhythmically
Oh.
beating this table.
Finn will look straight to Dick and point to the crack, and be like, real quick before they notice.
All right. He slightly
I'm not
pulls
paying
out his
attention.
gun and shoots a very tiny little Mendray.
The crack very seamlessly cleans itself up. But Kesnia is sitting there strumming. The noise is pretty good. People are vibing to it.
For lack of a better
Nobody's
term.
really coming over to like watch, but they're not like telling you to stop either.
Dick picks up his plate because he's tired of it bouncing up and down.
Finn is feeding scraps to Siri. Which is weird
Is-
because you see through and you don't know where they go.
Basil's just gonna very lightly tap Fenziris's arm.
Oh, you're breaking the table.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
See,
All part of a balanced breakfast. Brought to you by
And
Kellogg.
Finish your
For-
breakfast.
for funsies, why not? Fenziris is gonna start trying to sing in Minotaur.
Oh,
And
in Minotaur.
Yeah, let's see
let's
that roll.
pretend that it sounds let's pretend that it sounds like this a little bit. I posted something in the bar for y'all, except for Fox, you can't listen to it. You're streaming. performance, you say?
Yeah, we're gonna do that roll again. It sounds pretty good.
Well, you found the singer for your band.
I didn't even know he could do that.
You learn something
No.
new every day.
No. Ooh, I like that.
I'm actually gonna try to join in.
I wish I could
Because
privately.
there's more than one voice there, so I'm gonna see if I can fill in the background.
Yeah.
Nope. I cannot sing in Minotaur.
Jasnia tries
Remember what we
to
said about
make
rolls.
the Minotaur noises and fails incredibly, ending up just making like guttural bays and mooing.
I stop immediately and just continue my music as best I can without like that never happened. I didn't do that. Nope.
Basil's
But-
gonna clap for her friends.
Regardless, is the rest of the bar enjoying, or is the rest of the restaurant enjoying this?
Oh yeah, they all seem to be vibing. Some
Hey,
people
can we
just looked
Yay.
over slightly as the music started, but have since turned back to their food,
Can
kind
we
of just
see if-
enjoying the ambiance.
I want Nemu to kind of just go with it.
Okay, let's see
He's
your
like humming.
rolls.
He's humming
I'm-
along.
What do I roll, Fox?
Performance.
Performance.
Oh my
All right.
gosh, that's so
Come
funny.
on, Nemu, you can do it.
As a sorcerer, you should be good.
You'd
No,
think.
he's not.
No, the bird is. You hear Nemu for a second. Is like, hold on, guys, I got this, and then just starts screeching at the top of his voice.
He's
So, like,
speaking.
wait, what-
He's speaking the language of his people.
Oh, it's that one chick from the Beatles. Oh God, what's her name?
Yoko?
Yoko Ono.
Yoko. Yeah, it's just like the
That
just
one
cut off
video.
her mic. Cut off her mic.
Anyways.
I'm debating
Funny.
whether or not Basil's gonna be joining in on this because I'm afraid of rolls.
See, if this was Bev, I would have no fucking problem. Her charisma, fucking perfect. Nemu, dog shit.
Fucking perfect with that fucking roll goodness of high charisma, high everything.
Oh yeah, Bev. My
So
lady.
envious. I hated it.
Hey, I'm sorry that she had to ruin it for everyone else.
Yeah, by level 12, I plan to have 20 charisma.
Damn.
Can Basil like get her viola out, but just kind of play more to herself to see if she can keep up.
Yeah, you can play it quietly.
And maybe like as she gets a little more confident, she'll eventually like play with them because she's used to playing by herself, not with others, and especially because she doesn't know the song, so she's like, I gotta match this. Hold on.
Isn't there an aid that so like can one person perform and then other people aid that performance, adding bonuses to it rather than having everybody roll their own performance?
I feel like that's more like you'd have to literally say like I am assisting your performance rather than performing competently with other people.
Yeah, if you're joining in as your own person, you're joining in as your own person. If you are assisting, you are assisting.
I got you.
Like if we're trying to do something, like we're trying to entertain somebody specific, then it's like, oh, we'll all join in trying to improve the performance.
Yeah, so help. You
Right, it would
lend
help.
your aid
Right.
to another creature in the completion of a task. When you take the help action, the creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check that it makes to perform the task that you are helping with, provided that it makes the check before the start of your next turn. But anyways, I just was wondering if getting advantage would be better than individual performance checks, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
It might, because I know my performance is decent. Actually, your performance is good too. You get
I
good
would
bonuses. So
also like to point out that despite whether that is, which I know that's how it works, but despite that being how it works, none of you actually tried to help each other and
Right.
decided to join in as your own voices.
Gotcha.
Basil's also not performing for everybody. It's more to like quietly to herself, trying to like
Practice.
practice performing with others. Because, like I said, Basil's used to playing her instrument by herself because she was like just backup music to the act.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, so as you guys play and laugh at each other and kind of bond over the meal, Finn, you pull out that bag of powder.
Yeah.
So, this is familiar to you.
Uh-huh.
Very familiar.
Uh-huh.
This is something that you lost
Wait, what?
after escaping the Andromeda.
After the event.
The incident.
Oh.
Not since the incident.
This is here, let me do this so I don't spoil.
What?
Hello, dearest.
Hi, it's something I personally lost?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So, this is something you immediately recognize as something you gave, Valor.
My god,
This
okay.
is something you gave Valor basically under the assumption that, hey, I'm gonna fill up a pinch of astral sea, sand, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's all just powder. It doesn't matter what fucking biome it's from.
Yeah, got you.
You're gonna fill up this bag, and at one point, I'm gonna make an hourglass, basically, like in this move to be like, no matter what, my love will never end. You just keep flipping it.
That's cute, okay.
So it's something you recognize. You didn't have the chance before you and Siri got out.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's powder from various God's corpses. Okay. Because that'll help me remember.
But yeah, it is something that you gifted Valor.
That I had gifted him already, or I was going to gift him.
You had gifted him.
So I had already given him the hourglass?
You had already given him the bag. You hadn't made the
Oh, okay,
hourglass
okay.
yet.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you said over the millennia, every day I'm gonna add like a pinch.
Oh.
And that way, when it's done, we're gonna have this hourglass of like the millennia of time we've been together.
Okay.
I could hear your tears.
It's so good. I love it though, Fox. This is so good. But yeah. Oh my god.
So, do you have any other questions?
Yeah. I want to utilize City more. Can she? Does she get the same scent, or does she get the scent? Oh my god! I can't even. You fucked me up. No, it's so good. Can I have her set the bag to see maybe like a time frame of like when it was dropped? Like, did I actually see him today, or was it just, wishful thinking?
Are you asking Siri that, or just like?
Yeah, like if the scent on the bag is strong enough,
Okay,
then
so you're
she
looking to
would
determine
react
time
a
to the
certain
scent.
way. Yeah, time through the scent. Like if the scent on the bag is strong enough, she'll definitely react like oh my god,
Yeah, so as everybody is sitting there, you kind of like put the bag in one of your hands and lean it under the table. And Siri sniffs it, and you see her immediately put one of her paws on your leg.
Okay. God damn it. Okay.
I hate to tell you, but you were this close.
I know. As soon as you were like, you go outside, I was like, they're gonna be gone. I fucking know they're gonna be gone. But then that's when Vale was able to come. So I was like, okay, but damn it, I'm so close. Okay. And then they wanted to go eat. God damn it. Okay. I definitely want to go back and try to track that, but another time, I guess. Fuck. God damn it, I'm so close.
You are very close. Had
just gonna open
had
this
you have
journal
been
too.
outside, had you not gone into the church, you would have not been able. You would have not played Veil, but you would have caught a glimpse of Valor.
Like actually getting to see him, not just like, is it, you know?
You would have actually like he would have like grabbed your waist for a second. Is what would have
And then-
happened. He would have actually have touched you and then walked off before you would have been
No
able to say
way!
anything.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I love playing Veil, but oh my god. I need that to happen. Play that out.
Alright,
Okay.
well, I'm gonna
okay,
send
I'm
your
gonna collect myself.
your
Yeah.
collection. Yeah. Do you need me to give you a moment here?
No, I'm good because I'm gonna role play it out, so it's okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, now that I've successfully traumatized people, what's everybody up to?
Talking about my father.
Oh.
No worries.
Hi, your
I'm
old dad.
Off topic stuff.
Not
Um,
Zyken father.
Does Basil notice any changes within the group?
Finn immediately stands.
Does the music end? Like, is it that big of a like? Did you stand up so abruptly that we ended our song?
Oh, I don't know.
That's up to you.
I guess concentration check. I don't know how do you handle that.
That's all up to Fox.
Yeah, Fox. What's going on? Is the stand up so abrupt that it like
The stand up is abrupt. You all notice, but I'm not going to say it cancels the tunes. You guys can cancel it if you want.
Well, being the competent musician, I continue to play while observing this person.
Finn will just stand. He'll look to Dick and go, he was there. That's all he's gonna say, and then he's gonna walk out of the establishment.
You have finished eating, right? We're all like good there.
I don't think Finn cares.
Yeah, he
I don't
don't
think
like.
Finn will give a fuck.
He's left the building. So continue with what you guys are doing.
Basil's has slowed and then halted her practicing. And watches Finn leave, and after a moment, kind of just follows out to go check on them.
Yavari notices this, and she too gets up. I'll go see what's going on over there, and then she's gonna follow after Basil.
Okay, I'll like continue playing, but I'll turn to the other people that are playing with me, which is just you, right, Cal?
Fenzirus.
Fenzirus. The Fen and Finn thing is super throwing me off, and I know I'll fuck it up if I start calling you.
I've resorted to just like let's just use the full name. It's a lot easier.
Okay,
Look, it was hard
Fenzirus.
enough
That's
to have
fine.
Rail, Veil, and Tail.
Listen,
Last
that wasn't
campaign.
planned
That was
either.
difficult.
That was so fucking funny.
I called them the ales.
Yeah. When Fox started naming them off, I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
That
I
was
didn't even
not
realize
planned
people went, "Oh,
whatsoever
fuck."
either.
And
Also, the-
and all three characters arrived off the fucking cart at the same
at the
time.
same time, yeah.
Do we have recording of our reaction?
Maybe.
So
No.
Anyways.
No.
it's in your box.
Future thing is
That was one of the recordings you lost.
That was one
Aw.
that was live streamed, and that was one that didn't get saved.
No.
I know.
Future reference, we should have a pre-session 0 just to make sure names are. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So it's just me playing and you singing your Minotaur chant while also drumming on the table. Is that right?
Yeah, but as everybody gets up, I stop.
Okay, sounds good. I was like, I'll stop my
Demon's
music as
just chowing
well,
away.
and then I'll compliment you on your singing. That was really well done. I didn't expect that from you at all. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, never sang before.
Oh, well, you should keep doing it. This is a great synergy here. I feel like we could probably make some money if we were in the right establishment. I look around, kind of glaring around at the patrons that haven't even bothered trying to tip us or anything. These guys are cheapskates.
do you say that?
I thought you like whisper it to you. I don't like just shout it. Like I have some. Like,
These guys are cheapskates. Yell out across the fucking. Doesn't know good.
right. They don't know.
Why didn't you call me?
Philistines, all of them.
So I ask you, how many fights have you won?
A lot. They're all going outside. Should we follow?
No, she said that she's going to check on them. I imagine she'll come back when she checks on them.
I will let you all roleplay this. I'm gonna pull. Okay.
Woo!
Well, they roleplay talking. Yavari, you said you stepped outside to go check on.
But so did Basil.
Basil came too.
Yeah, Basil was the first actually to go. I followed after Basil.
Okay, Basil. I forgot to hear that you came out.
I still hear him. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm still in the other one. Like, yeah, Basil took the head.
So yeah,
Yeah, I
you all
followed Basil.
you all walk outside after Finn. And are you just outside?
How far are we from the temple? Where the temple was?
Like, I guess it would be like the equivalent of like 2 blocks.
2 blocks. Okay. He's gonna start walking back that way.
Yavari's gonna follow after him. Hey, slow down. What are you doing?
Where are you going?
Oh my god. Okay. He's gonna like glance back, but he's only walking super fast because City is like nearly running down the street back towards the temple. And he'll go, I've already lost so much time. I'm not wasting another minute sitting at a table when he could be right here.
Who's he?
He?
Finn just like shakes his head. Not in like annoyance, but it's like he's a little like not panicked. I don't know what the correct word would be, but it's very, I mean, out of character from what you guys would know. It's like he's usually very calm, collected, but like right now he is very like man on a mission type deal.
He is not collected.
He is not collected right now.
There's a sense of urgency.
Yes, exactly.
Yavari noticing this, looks at him more, like serious. Are you looking for a loved one? Someone you know?
He'll glance to her and kind of, give her like a subtle nod.
I see. Well, I got none of those shit to do, so let's go ahead and get moving.
I really fucking thought Yavari was gonna go, oh, well, too fucking bad. Just straight up leave.
Look, honestly, she wasn't doing anything better. Like, she was just eating quietly and lost in thought, so honestly, she contributed nothing else.
I want to help too. It must be scary not knowing where your loved one is.
Or not being with your loved one at all.
Finn gives a slight, like, dry laugh as he's focused on watching City move down the street as she's, like, sniffing the ground heavily, trying to catch a familiar whiff of anything. And he'll go, fear is not the forefront of my emotions.
It's lust.
Longing. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
It has been Oh my god, I don't want to convert astral years right now. What? Fuck. I have to do some
To
calculation.
give you a day is... What the fuck was it?
I need a calculator. I'm about to confuse the fuck out of these girls.
Joke's on you. I'm always confused.
No thoughts, head empty
So
for me.
1,000 years on the plane
Mhm.
you're on is a day in the astral plane.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on. That
So like
times
time is just kinda a bit fucked there.
it's
That's so confusing.
he says it more as like a joke. Like it's like a joke because time is very
Yeah, like they get in numbers that don't matter
weird.
anymore.
Yeah, time is very weird for Finn because he just goes, when you haven't seen someone and over, and he looks at them, kind of looks around, and he's like, oh yeah, wait, hold on. It takes him a moment, and he goes, when you haven't seen someone for over 50 million years, catching a glimpse of them is and he has like no words, and he just keeps going down the street.
Yavari follows as best as she can. So, so you saw him just now?
I thought I did. Outside the temple. That's why I ran out. I couldn't find him in the crowd,
that's
and
why
you
you
really think, and he kind of gets annoyed, and it kind of it translates into like the way he holds Nahara. It gets a little more aggressive in his steps. He gets a little annoyed, and he goes, and you really think finding a half storm giant in a crowd wouldn't be hard?
A giant.
Finn just looks at her. Listen, we all have our type.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, Yuvari's the best character to have for this.
Yavari slightly grins, but then tries to be serious again. Look, we'll do our best to help if we can. I mean, unless we're just in your way right now, I understand. I'll just go back inside if I'm of no use.
Finn will look to Yavari and Basil still trailing behind, and go. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Basil at this point, after like you have said, like when you haven't seen them for 15 million years, and her eyes grew wide, and she's like, "All right, we're doing this," and she got on all fours to go faster to actually try to keep pace with City.
Oh.
Oh.
He'll go. Well, you haven't been in the way, so.
Oh, well, good.
He
So
he
what
looks
can I do?
pointedly to Yavari and goes, the first thing I found of his was that journal you stole.
Oh, well, fuck. My bad.
He gives her a look like, yeah, you're bad. You almost died.
It's at
I
this
almost
point.
died for a book that had no porn in it. God damn.
Come on, you two! Don't be so slow. We got a boy to find.
It's at this point that Siri, you guys now reach around the area where the temple was.
Okay.
And you see Siri stop dead in her tracks.
Fuck.
Like dead in her tracks.
Fuck. Okay.
Can I say that?
And she looks at you gently to make sure you're watching.
Uh-huh.
Before turning and like huffing. And you see, but all three of you see the powder that you had in that bag.
Yeah.
There was a little bit left on the ground. As she pushes it up or huffs on it, it blows into the air, glittering, before forming words.
What the fuck? Okay.
Whoa.
Siri takes a few steps back, letting the words settle, making sure not to disrupt them
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
as they spell out things in a
Hold on, I'm typing in my notes. Okay, I don't want to read it yet. Hold on, I'm typing in my notes.
Oh, what does it say?
Hold on.
This is gonna put you in tears. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm typing it in my notes. I'm putting in my notes. Trying to back to the words in the air.
Well, I
Okay,
thought
okay.
I saw everything today.
Oh!
While Trashy is typing, can I just to flavor this in a little bit? Can I say when Siri stopped that Basil was like right behind them and accidentally like just crashes into the back leg?
Yeah.
Not like majorly, but just kind of like oof, and then she just lands on back on her butt. And she's like,
Oh,
The words Finn last only about 15 to 20 seconds before the wind blows them away.
He's Findril like legit falls to his knees with Mihara at his side. And you just hear him in a language you guys don't understand, but it's like his voice cracks a bit, and he's just like, "Hey, balloon," and as the words disappear, and back in common, he goes, "Damn it!" And he kind of like slams his fist into the dirt, and kind of says like to the air, "Bet your ass you haven't forgotten. Like I'm forgettable."
Yavari goes over next to him and like kind of looks a little puzzled for a moment before she just like awkwardly like pats his shoulder. You good?
Finn will like abruptly stand up, now like agitated, like angry. He's like he starts cursing in another language that you probably don't understand under his breath, and then he just goes, "Bastard knows I'm here."
Does the bastard have a name?
Finn looks to Hivari, and he makes a face. He makes a face because it's kind of ironic. He goes, "His name is Valor."
Valor.
And he continues to rant again under his breath, and most of it just being like, "Wait, he knows I'm here. He knows I know he's here. Why the fuck hasn't he shown himself? Why the fuck hasn't he approached me? Like,
I've
I've
tickled
been
the
looking for
brainworms,
him.
haven't I? I've tickled the brainworms in the
I
best way.
have been looking for him." So he's equally upset, like sad and pissed and loving and so happy that he's, here, but also like he wants me to find him. He wants me to come to him, doesn't he? Oh,
I've heard of playing hard to get, but this is ridiculous.
you don't know hard to get. Finish just like, fine. We'll play a game.
We're playing games now.
Apparently.
My favorite.
We have the advantage. 3 against 1. Or 4,
You're
I
damn
should
right we
say.
have the advantage. We always have the advantage.
Well, I am here to help however I can.
Thanks,
I'll
dears.
do my
Even if it's
best.
just an extra pair of eyes and ears.
Finn will nod and look down the street and go, well, we should collect. You know, I don't have anything nice to say, so we should just go back.
I have this
Well,
moment randomly come up into my head, so I'm just gonna go roll with it.
Okay.
Basil's gonna take off one of the flowers that are on her little satchel on the side of her on her belt, and she's gonna hold it up to Finn and just be like,
Here, it's a promise that we'll find him.
He's gonna give it a look for a second, and he really wants to say, oh, it's not a promise, I'll find him, it's a threat now. But he doesn't. He takes the flower and he goes, thanks. And he'll tuck it into like the waistband of his jeans. His pants. His pantalones.
Yavari looks to Basil. Has anyone told you you're extremely nice?
To a fault.
Well, I was just taught to be nice. Why not?
Yavari looks down a moment, but then just sighs. Just, it's fine. Just be you. I shouldn't judge.
Alright. You be you too. You are beautiful.
Yavari looks a bit stunned by this before she grins. I know I am.
You're damn fucking right, honey.
You damn fucking
right.
finger snaps. Finger snaps.
Finger snaps. I'm working it.
Oh my god.
yes, queen, yes.
Play.
I don't
Oh my
often pull out that
Play.
voice, but y'all got to hear it. Be happy.
I feel so privileged right now.
Yes.
As you should. I've made you fucking lose your shit today.
Oh my god, you did! I was crying at the start
I'm
of
gonna
session
start
too,
seeing,
can't
as
lie.
of tomorrow, I'm gonna start seeing things in your Discord, aren't I?
You are. You're gonna see so much shit in my Discord. There's gonna be some Findrel private journal entries tonight. Because he is ecstatic and also pissed. How dare you? How dare you know I'm here and you can't oh. He would have been more mad if what had happened, you said it happened, He'd be like, don't fucking touch me.
No, I gotta tease you first. That's what's gonna
Oh.
happen. You know this.
I know.
I can't
but
just
he's
give
like,
you the
I'm the
cookie."
tease.
Finn is
I'm the
just
tease
that
of this
one-
relationship.
Finn is that one meme where it's like, this bitch.
Yes.
That meme.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh, I can't say I'm writing Fox. I can't. I work double tomorrow.
Well, you're gonna be encompassed with the thoughts of the brainworms.
Oh, I'm gonna be listening to their playlist all day.
This means we need to get you a notebook to take to work.
I
Alright, so
need a
what's-
special Finn one.
What's going on? Are y'all good here now? What's happening?
I'll say I was gonna say we all head back, yeah?
Yeah. That's
And
fine.
then just for a little bit of flavor, yeah, I say like City is now with Finn's guidance is letting the bunny walk next to her pretty close, but not underfoot, you know. The bunny is
Yeah.
allowed to be near City.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Finn will just lean over a little bit to Yavari as they kind of watch the two walk, and he'll go like commenting on how she said she was too nice, and he's like, look, so now we have to watch over a too nice bunny.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I'm sure with both of us looking out for her, she can't get too much trouble, right?
You would hope so, but she nearly got killed. Alright, no, I don't know that. I'm sorry. Cut
You
that
don't
out.
know.
I don't know that.
No, but he'll catch like a look in her eye, and he'll be like, Yeah, even if we have to protect her from our own group of nitwits.
Especially from our group of. Why am I saying our? Ugh, that's so weird.
Welcome to the crew.
What have you all done to me? God damn it!
Listen,
that-
even an unwilling crew is a crew.
And with that, you all arrive back at the group.
Oh, look, we all bonded.
Love you too, ho.
Oh wow!
And
Finally.
with that, we're back. Sorry about that, y'all. That was a bit of an excursion.
I just the men were just in here, just eating food and being dorks.
Yeah.
I am included in that men, because I
It's
am
okay.
emo.
So just to fill you
not a
in,
woman, but
I am a man.
I am a man.
Power within.
Human.
I want to go war.
hey June, do you want to like cap our conversation off so they can
Oh, fuck.
Recap.
recap?
what do we walk in on you guys
Our
talking about?
our in character conversation, obviously.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the fuck we were talking about. We went on a lot of different topics.
Saves, we were talking about a lot of stuff. The stuff that was green that doesn't look good and not green anymore is edible and fine. Nemu likes it. And we like the thought of going back in the sewers.
Yeah, we've agreed that going back to the sewers is a plan of action that we should take. I also asked Dictation about because he seems to know a lot about magic, if he thinks I'm a bard, and he does not think I'm a bard, even though everything I've done is bardic. So we're kind of like in the middle of like discussing whether or not I'm a bard.
Nothing like a bard. It doesn't make us feel good.
Doesn't make you feel good. That's not an evaluation of whether or not I'm a bard. That just means I'm a bad bard, okay? That doesn't mean that I'm not a bard. That just means I'm not a very good one.
Does that mean that I'm not a bard too?
Well, just because you drum on the table doesn't make you a bard.
But do I make you feel good?
He's clearly a barbarian.
Here, hold on. I gotta type this out.
Bev gives the good feel when she plays.
Yamari's just gonna rub her forehead, irritated. Oh my fucking god.
This is
Nemu
what happens when
doesn't
you leave us alone.
understand this logic.
So wait, are you guys still outside?
No, we walked back in.
Okay. Okay, so you guys came and sat back down?
Yeah.
They just share a knowing look.
Yamari
Well,
just
how
looks at
was
Finn.
lady time? And he looks
Findril
directly at
will
Finn.
smack the shit out of Dick with Nahara. Like on the back of his head.
When
And
you
he'll go,
say-
actually, productive. I got a message from someone.
Is it a
Ooh.
special someone?
Nemu says, just not
Finn,
knowing.
deadpan, looks at Nemu. Yes, and then sits back down.
And do you have any more of that interesting looking
Congratulations.
powder?
Powder?
You can't have any. It's mine.
Oh.
No, it's quite literally mine.
Oh. Okay.
Stingy.
Well, we talked about it. I think that we should go back to the sewers. The Fen here seems to think that there's some more stuff down there that we can either grab as far as like loot goes, or some more clues as to who was instigating all those kidnaps and stuff.
And we can kill some guys too.
I guess that's.
Oh, what time
If
is
we
it?
happen to find any legitimate
Oh, it's 9:53,
magical
okay.
items down there, perhaps we can get back in the good graces of that old hag lady.
You should get that cough looked at. Doesn't sound good.
We should also not let you be the bargainer with her. Just saying.
Well, the way I figure it, you can just make yourself look like, you know, any old bugger and go sell this shite for us.
So, just off the top of my head, I make myself look like that old bugger. I don't know what that looks like, but yeah, that's what I look like.
You look like an old lady.
An old lady. Just for I'll change it back. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I'm 16. I'm a grandmother.
I'm a grandmother.
As we pay our bill, I actually dress up like the whoever checks us out, like the cashier or the fucking bartender. I make myself look exactly like them, and I bow and I give them a tip of a gold.
But you already paid.
Oh, I already paid.
Hey,
Okay,
yeah, we
good.
paid when we first came in because they said flat fee, 2 gold.
Oh, well then fine.
Forgot.
I find someone. I find someone that's like serving drinks and I pay them a gold.
We'll say you find the server that helped at the table.
Sounds good.
That got you guys your food and tip her, and she gives you like this slight curtsy as her cheeks blush just slightly red.
All right.
Oh
So
me, oh my.
I strut out of the place and gather everybody as I go. Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
Fuck it, whatever. Ivari, I guess, follows.
You never
Yeah.
know, there might be another clue there.
And she winks to Finn.
Finn will roll his eyes, but not. It's not like in a mean manner. It's more of just like, yeah, don't make me regret filling you in kind of thing. And he'll be like, come on, ears.
I want to be filled in. What?
I'm sure you do.
I
As
do.
we go,
Mhm.
Sorry, he's
Nemu's
feeling
like
some type of way.
Nemu's like walking next to a blue-haired one.
Yes.
And it's
And
just like, can Nemu know later?
Finn looks down at the owl. Give me. He has to think about time measurements. A while to think about it.
Time
take your-
is an illusion.
Yeah, time is an illusion. Yes.
Nemu just looks at him, kind of like closes his eyes and says,
Okay, take your time.
and just kind of like taps off.
Kesnia makes himself look like Volo and go, I'll give you 100 gold pieces each if you just rescue this blah blah blah. And I turn back to myself. That fuckhead.
I know he's a liar.
Maybe a liar, but he did give you a manner, so like.
True.
But it wasn't 100 gold.
A manner that's
What's
gonna
it
cost more to fucking fix it.
It's gonna cost
But at
10
least
times
you're
the
not
amount.
homeless, ho.
Nemu would have been fine.
Ivari's used to it.
I could go into your arc. You want me to pull out some loan sharks?
No, please no,
What do you
please
chase
no.
my loan
I don't have
sharks?
any money. I mean, I do
Alright.
have a little bit of money, but not enough money.
So are we legitimately going after the sewers right now?
Let's go to the sewers finally.
So you all slowly begin making your way over to the sewers, which is where again we will be calling it tonight.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, come on. Can we
I
not have,
can't.
like, can we get like 30 more minutes?
I've gotta respect the time and well wishes of others.
Well, just to say, the only well wishes is that me and Dono need to be off by midnight. But if we could stretch a little bit, if there's going to be some maybe combat coming up, but if maybe not, then maybe we'll
It'll be a combat between 7 people. That'll easily take a half an hour to an hour.
Oh
Half
god.
an hour,
Yeah, I think this would be a
Okay,
good
okay.
starter for when we start up next week.
All right, that sounds good.
And also, I can stay up later next week as well. Hopefully. I shouldn't have work so early in the morning.
All right, sounds good. I'm just looking forward to swinging my weapon.
But yes, once again, end of session. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
What does it take for me to get Bev?
Wait, no, I do have a question after you answer. Wait, you can't answer that one, can you?
You will all have your time in the light, Maggie.
I want to play her so bad. I want to play her so bad.
Was Vale actually planned, or was that a spur of the moment? Oh shit, Fenn's gonna die.
Help my dumbass.
Was that how you planned for Vale to come in, or was it just
It was sort of planned.
Okay.
I had planned to have Vale come in around this point, but I had not planned to have it be this way.
Oh, can I know
And-
what you had planned her coming in at? Or is
I
that
tend to keep my notes and my plans very vague, so I can kind of build off of them in a more natural way.
I
okay?
think that is an excellent way of accomplishing it.
Um,
Leave
But
it
yeah, I
floating.
kind of had. I figured with the thing, you guys would find some sort of healer, and I would just build off of that. And I think it went phenomenally.
So I did have a question. So my character being part of the Harpers, is there any kind? I know that the Harpers themselves are kind of like a do it for the betterment of everyone and not really for the coin. However, would there be connections to maybe some contracts that would lead us to some money?
Potentially, but you might have to wait and see.
Okay. I just don't know if I should be like contacting them if that's part of my character, if like I'm an active agent of them where they have like orders for me, or if I'm just like a free agent.
That's a question for later.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Don't worry. But anybody else have anything about the campaign?
I had a question, but I forgot it.
Aw.
Of course you did.
Not a question that I think I could ask, just because it may or may not go into spoiler territory, so I will withhold.
You're
Oh.
welcome to message it to me on Discord, and if I can answer it, I'll answer it.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Fox, what officially was I afflicted with?
I told you.
It was
Yeah.
it was living death.
And what is the effects of living death?
So
Death.
your living death was unique. The Arakakra you went up against was infected, and it spread through bodily fluid contact.
Ew.
By default, the way I have it working, because this is a homebrew disease.
Okay.
Is it starts off benign. It begins eating at muscle in a small area, but doesn't necessarily spread, doesn't cause much harm, isn't really painful. However, it kicks into high gear if it is attempted to be cured.
Oh.
The moment it cures, it gravely injures the healer, and begins to go, "Welp, I've been find out this host is now dead within 24 hours."
Whoa.
If
God
that had
damn.
not happened with Vale, Ben would have been dead before the night was out.
Damn.
Fuck.
As the disease would go in, tear through your muscles, and physically eat through your organs.
Well,
Damn.
well, I didn't die again, so good yay me.
Yeah, you.
Vale coming in
Yay.
clutch. Wow, you're
Yay.
fucked.
I'm pretty sure I'm
Wow,
invincible.
that
Okay,
looks pretty gross.
Let's keep Fenziris away from Google random number generator. I'm just saying.
So, Buns, to answer your question, I do have plans for that.
Okay,
I have plans for
all
both,
right.
technically.
Oh, hey, Buns, I had a question for you.
What to do?
What's your skills at? Like, what are you good at? I don't know.
We'll have to see.
You
You'll
gotta
have to
Really?
ask
find
her.
out. You gotta learn as your character learns. That's the fun part.
All right. I'm just saying, because like I was trying to like lead you to the tracks and stuff, and you were like, "Oh, I don't track." I'm like, "Well, I don't know what you do. I just don't know."
Don't track. Wait, what?
Okay, so
When we the
your survival
tracking.
skill is not a skill
You're-
you're
You're a
Oh,
druid, not a hunter.
right. So I'm trying to like this is out of character. My character does not know these things, but I'm kind of curious what your character is good at, so that we can kind of like let your goodness shine when it comes to things that would be good for your character to be good at.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I will
If she
put my
dies, she
foot
dies.
down and say, like, that's more of a thing for me to worry about.
No worries. I was just trying to include.
yeah, well, I personally just like it slowly finding things out about characters. You know, So it's more natural. So it's like you're not only is your character learning about somebody else, but you are also. So it makes it way more natural, you know?
Genuine.
I gotcha. So what you're saying is that Kesnia needs to ask Basil what they're good at. I tried doing that. I was asking like what did you do in the Witchlight Cardinal? I never really got a straight
she said
answer.
it.
A
She
musician.
said it.
Just a musician? That's all you did?
Turns out she's actually a bard.
Yeah,
Oh.
to go back over since she did talk about it this session, to go back over it. She was part of a group act in the form of she played the music while her partner did most of the acrobatic stuff. She would do stuff here and there, but she mostly like would just make things look a little more fantastical and be the background music.
Okay, so from like a musical standpoint, you're very good at accenting somebody else's strong points, whether it be performance via like acrobatics or maybe even a performance via music. You just kind of like our background additive.
Yeah, she's not. She's.
I think we're looking too much into
She's a
it.
team player. She's
I
a team
agree.
player.
Yeah.
I think this is getting way too retrospective for me. I think we're looking way too much into it. We should just
Okay.
I punch things.
role play it out.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm like,
I punch
this is
things.
weird. This is not meant to be optimized.
I do
I will-
I
things.
panic.
I will tell you as a DM in this campaign, I am going to actively punish if people try to overly pre-plan for things.
For sure.
If people try to do that kind of things, I will be punishing that, and I will be punishing that hard.
Metagaming is not something I try to do. It's
No,
more
I'm just
of
saying in general. Like if I see
Yeah.
somebody going, well, we know this person's good at this and this person's good at this, so we're gonna do it this way when this happens. If this becomes a thing, I'm gonna deviate so far from the rules to make sure that that actually doesn't happen.
Alright, just to explain myself a little bit, my character is a charisma-based character and is kind of like a leader in of sorts, and is trying to delegate things that are good for people to do. So obviously, big fighty man fights, clever man clevers. I'm trying to like put people in their places so that we could all be better as a
I
group.
think I should be leader. I am good leader.
That sounds fine to me.
I'm best leader. I brain. I smart. I big brain.
Yeah, see, my character is not smart, and so I don't intend to be that kind of person. So,
My character's overconfident, so even if it's
Yeah.
not true, I'll believe I'm the best.
But yeah, so with that, I'll call it here. We are going to end stream. Just once again, go quietly right now. So
I don't think they do a thing like raids on YouTube.
no, but in case it ever becomes a thing.
Right.
Plus, why not? So fuck it. Anyway, good night, everyone who's here.
Good night, you
Good night.
fuckers.